na so anopai abusia DwaboAse de power 97.9 and a TVXYZ ya say dwumade na se free sabre kosi no do ya ba badwendwen ye man ho ye man tini wa ha eche bia ye bewura nkomo kase media ne Kwame Minkah and so ye bebo etoto sasa ye bebo toto sasa no e de free no ma hodo a eto o man Ghana free Ghana mra se badwafie atrone na da bi o mato agum no and ya ba se kane na onyankopon de ngo fofragu ye kane mu no a aso no ye ba be so kane no sada be ya esum bi akata o man yi so no ye be pam sum na free ye so. Oh yes, our God has given us oil. He has given us oil in our lamp, and we shall keep burning and burning and burning and shine so bright. Say esumbia entimi ni so. Yani esum ni kaka bia wo memu ha. Yani esumbia ni kaka e wo memu ha. Oh yeah. Badia bakwa ye nokura wo so hunu se onyame ada no abahwe so adwada benada ukwada ena ye fiada ena dan wo show yi so Dr. Zanato Ajima Rollins member of Parliament Electoral Constituency odwumade yi so Sansu na Bernard Oduro Techi member of the NDC and a chartered economist or program yi so. Oh yeah. Adia ba so wo show yi so a ebe ma show yi tie ene ne hwa ye de is a fact say and then you check 5,000 Ghana cedis. Tell me say you check 5,000 Ghana cedis. Oh, we can be better. Oh, be weekend barber yet there. As simple. And also what dial it star 274 star 10 hash. Star 274 star 10 hash. Dial it here and never just cano. Sika way ya wodia. I have 5,000 Ghana cedis. Oh yeah. And a baby ta 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 ta. Bibi abakon ta 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 ta. Etuni baby atra heya na water. Sabre answer na gudi ebun sembeba no. Yeni nkomo we ye nkomo nra ye minu aba da chima nana ya foriwa manfo. Wodi ye wo gumbe show. And you see me ya sure by that what ya man bona hodo no. Say Ghana's Electoral Commission. Wojina adie bi a wo se say ye mamra ene akwanya bi ni fawundie bi a wo so ekacha manyokuo ahodo a omayo omadwen so magina afiya bato se wono no enye na sede se obeka akire mo nipa dodo a ebeto aba afi wo kai se nanu om ni amanyokuo ni hia ya wode abato no ho nsem ye ho nsem ma amanyokuo ahodo no NDC put share no se wontimi nkire ye nipa dodo ebeto aba na ene sa document no de ama omo no wo mo de kwakwa dey eti NDC sa de document ema no and I catch and say, Copim say, I bet you the Padudu, I bet to Abano. Woman just had documented in Cobabia. And again, and you would tell me, I wash me. Bibi sound. Etiadia about to come say, ye, a year. The idea about to come say, ye, a year. Dr. Bosman Asara and Rameton or joy. Very simple question. The Padudu say, never bet to Abafi. Not in a number, baby. Ghana for person who Bakabi enti asabra na yede nsabre ma amanyokuo no na yankika no mansi ani saa etinaka ye pese wo mu de nsam no ko omufie wo mu ko omufie no makika no mansi ani no mo ankasa yankunta no matime hunu nipa dodo a ebeto aba afi. How do you do that? No jemensa eti muda mutimi da Bosman sorry, so goda usumia so, goda ukata so, na wukata wanya, wutimi kata, wukata wanya dia na uhuru. No, yakasa, and yes, ya say the institution, the Electoral Commission, yakasa say, ena munyuma ne shani, munyuma ne timi de hababa. Yetina mo haune manzana, yakasa ho, sabre we ya wakwenya. Mother be a Mosoriana NDC MPP, Mosori de match, ye peace walk, peace match. This is the time. A bra when a bra was a mobile one thing. Namu Baka man, you're calling in our home. Namu Busa about to commissa say. The Padudu about to aba and a fee, or what you say. Very simple question. Baby phone lines no. Baby will be a brother come on. 0208984166 050000257. Francis here. Adia battle come say yeah. Ghana up to now, how many days? 29 days. Ya kwa to aba. Ye nim ni padodoa e beto aba fi. Abato come sentiment betu na numutuo enka nche ni padodoa e beto aba fi. Na no wo se abato nwoma na nsiesie bi wo ye nsiesie na wa ye awie na wo se sese abato nwoma no hote no eni padodoa se na ekwato aba. That's all we want to know. First call about Mami Tieno. Hello, morning. We need a baby of free.
I'm in the democracy, free La Paz.
Democracy La Paz, yet you on pay.
Electoral Commission or President Ghana. Uhunya wayaning na and what is in MPP for Casada? Because on your war or Chokabi.
Come on, not to.
How say obey register nipa the whole country unim nipa do dra wa register. Now what's why then? Me tax I did your waker.
Me da say why democracy me da say ya for also ubeti about 02089841166 yanka sa kira about commission na pay yanka ya dwenkyere no brabeka wa dwenkyere no besi ne 29 days aka ye kwa akoto aba ye nim ni padodo ye kwa akoto aba ye nim sa information na watama wodi aso wa motom no wodi ye den ye kwa homa no so bi hello morning wodi era ba bia free
me free
Medina body your friend say
ya frame
ya ye tie
me ba let ko mi sa jo ene jo ene se Ghana ye di o tire pa
yeah
Ghana ye o tire se pe NDC ba mi NDC ni pa ba pe NDC ba.
That's right. Meda say pa obi a meche na adwen ye pese abato commission no ehunu se enya manyoko no nko a na eka sansem na omote e o masum no na Ghana fo no mo ye adwuma ma wo mo no wo mo so wadwen kire e wo ne omo ye no adwen kire bi na amanfo no bi adan na dia no pay ye kwa the next caller. Hello morning.
Good morning.
Me say awudi na baby am free
Pacha me kapasi breku
na ye fro say
Pacha o ye from Adams
Masa Adams ye tie o
yeah Pacha the about to come in so ye Ghana no e we ha gin o
enye so opeso ye wo ye
aha timpin fo no mo pesa mpaso din kan kire no
wo so ye pani kabi kire no
the opeso de ba no e pese bo man na on hwegi.
That's right.
Na yudia mba e Ghana ha
me da say pa sa information e here what information pieces of information and na political parties obi e kasa ho except MPP go ayi e friends say afrofanto kasa PPP kasa obi e kasa why you say wunti omo eno so ne die hello morning eja wudi na baby afrefree
therefore asemfoforo ne yodro
asamfoforo ba we so na abahwimi wodwe ho say
Mamu we de yan we ya man no person obo man no do de kuko ya de ti suppose na issue kan sa no mo e before the ma mama ne nam te mama no ba ho ye kana nan wo so mo nka ho bia ya na nte ye wo so wo ko o se ma ba me no o ko bi friends hot quarters ko what you say ya no ko ye no ko bi ti da me da pa ko to aba ni ni pa do ada ti na wodi si ana bono ma bon
but I say, born a woman born and I because Sassam na boss one I catch him in your bar, MFA Peunu. I mean, me dream one main tiasia. I don't get it. No, Emmanuel Yamadom na yen Chassa interview because boss man, Nana Yam from one a friend I offer. Be pursuing my quana, a friend I offer. By yes, yen tries, yen yana fine, yen yanuswa, your car will join you, but watch them all. I mean, such a warped, illogical explanation. I am making sense. It does not make sense. Hello, morning. Hello. Well, for man so, tell me, miracle creya okay. Ghana for Mumfa Bibian Tunjay. Mumma ho buying. What did you make? Hello, morning.
Morning, sir.
We didn't have a baby of free.
If every nom never, me didn't Kwame.
Kwame, yet you.
Mpacho, the Electoral Commission, it is a headmaster was school piano.
Yes.
Or Colorado one school.
Imagine.
So no, a council way ever any day. Now, Peace Council, and I say elder of state, a friend bagging, Umudo Multimi Frey, Mamini de Casachren.
One more council. Yeah. One more council. Council of State for no.
Omu, so Multimi Frey Bagby, and then Chief Justice, any Electoral Commission, Mamin de Multimi Frey, and Casachren.
Well,
in the end, it's a fun one. I am Multimi Frey.
Yeah, some more. NDC afankwa no mutivi frɛ da bia NDC nkwana mutivi tumanisi omoso you see ensema ye kanyina amafo ani abere omo kasa ma meje mensa wo ho omo kasa wanim no simple na no ne yete Ghana ne Mahama tie na dollar to cedi no na gina 4 cedis ye twa ne mpoa kansam to no so di ye tro sa ye ba 4 cedis no ye de beba 1 cedi ene dollar to cedi no and I'm saying 17 cedis edi ahokyira ba so edi anibre ba anibre do so na mafo kwa akogina edi akoto aba eti ade bi abetoto oni akono ne mma ne nsunsu anso no ase no wompene munya mo ade yie hello kafra mahwew sports ba ye de agudie mo nsam obramo abono nsi apa ho si medua nan nwotwe ebra so ebotel atenase odi agudie mo nsam obaka se bo no so pemu pepepe yebeko solak na fe so ebo no twe pepepa yebebo awura eye Dr. Zanato Ajima Rollins na so e wo baba e bibi surukubi na watwa wie ye ba no Kwame Minkah say wo dial star 274 star 10 hash mesaka eye jackpot ya ye 5,000 Ghana cedis bi beto aya odia eye star 274 star 10 hash star 274 star 10 hash 5,000 Ghana cedis and ye man no pay. Wabra wutie na wuhwe show no 5,000 ya odia. Peke botela ha nani, fandia ha nani. Opa musu muntwa bia. Obeto Yusuf foforo. Star 274 star 10 hash. Ebo fandi me mo ache. Bibi abako.
Ah, bra Kwame be fantastic.
Solid. If you done nie.
But power penny for me ade fa ha.
I don't mind that.
Because as said ya o man mu ha na by this time watch 5,000 cedis.
5,000 cedis.
5,000 cedis.
Yeah.
Charlie power.
As simple. Star 274 star 10 hash.
5,000 Ghana cedis.
Solid. It's what capacity no. E won nsem no. Na bejiska no. Capacity.
Twagumsa.
Dan wa ho de adi.
Mo fire. Wait me adi come. There's a weekend na ya sha since Friday here. You tufu ntunye scanner dia na say no.
Friday no long things.
Anyway,
and I'm saying no long things since you mo fire quiet.
All right, rock come to be quite and Russell say the good musa say power sports no and the rabbit to come and our tower situation is the power 97.9 FM of TV XYZ I don't know so ocean come on and some on does when they can edit on and I did be mama so what and drop I there's a coach Otuado Nanke was send there and on the press conference and the shares not the squad and drop I know Timmy at the bar so come I don't want to about place be at me Thomas step party for the second time ni din ansan so empiem e squad ni no nkofo bebre e ka ho nsem ne ade side ho nsem no enso ebema sanso na bepiem dia my Ghana ye domestically said they upgraded from 1 player is yakopiem 3 players and it's bepiem e squad ni mo ade ho nsem no and so my onim say I say the Ghana Premier League no I say no so ebeko akoso kama week we mu a ye de be ma coaches ndo na etimi akasa ye de ho nsem no and so the women's FA Cup no and so ebeko kama be bore mu no ne say the major leagues no I say ni nyina and Chelsea the Blues Otumre Chelsea the Blues mbongotwe ye de ho nsem no and so Ebema showing us no shadow so Roger one of the sports monarch to the police na attack and operating center meeting I'm just on the prince himself F to the A N T Y Fanti mene
ebo Taylor but be share nsem na so dem say try say na dwuma ko bi na waso ase a na no peyere agudie mu nsem no ebre mo Dovita Herbal Clinic ono na waso ase agudie mu nsem no ye de ebre mo se men kan chaw say amode mbeme draba no Food and Drugs Authority ajatu mu ono Dovita man capsules bema pese ujira ona so bo adwuma de a we draw so we hwe na onom a obe feel say the bisru kubi aba mu bibisru kubi adwuma omu eno Dovita man caps bema wayemre ewo mpamu de draw so we hwe da unum nie se bema u libido no aye weak premature ejaculation erectile dysfunction ni nyina ewo se we hwe Dovita man caps bi wo bobo na bibia koye edi mouth sanso ena Dovita herbal medicine eno so boa cleanse o blood vessels no sanso serve as immune booster into no so we hwe bi na wo no bibia koye edi mouth se menstrual problems ena how sanso ena so uyo bia body pains waist pains constipation cocoa pulse ena how hwe bi na nom na bibia nkoye efa mouth na omo 24-hour delivery service nationwide into no time obi bibia no friend numbers we are betimi enye bi ato numbers no say na city 0246 265313 and 05027 16076 Dovita herbal clinic omo awoshi elang taxi station ho eno mbutu pe Dovita man capsules ni bi so ata obetumi akokashi drug store eno ewo Accra abetsam herbal ewo ho ebi crack drug store ewo first floor ewo Adipa house Accra sounds ena King's Walk herbal eno enso ewo sounds ena Angel herbal Repash herbal na Boachi herbal Little George Tema Larry and Larry pharmacy ewo Ashaman Cool pharmacy ewo Ashaman Redeemer herbal ewo Ashaman sanso and accept the Lord herbal center and also ewo so many Dovita man comes the same country say good health is our concern yenshen semna say na yenkwagude nsem na say dia na yerem na yakola Black Stars of Ghana when him say jina kono de den dia ye hwe him say Ghana ye next match aka ewo ye Morocco 2025 AFCON qualifiers mu no bibia beko ye ede ama ye ni Angola and Niger and betumi edi esiani next week that Friday and I remember a first game we are na ye ni Angola na say Niger enso ahihye so enso ewo Accra Sports Stadium na you know ye hwe nim say coach Otto Addo ade ne squadless no betumi aba bontin na obi adwen say and then national endra na Otto Addo ade ne squadless ye hwe nim so betumi aboa Ghana ye ewo ye two legs na say double header ye war against Angola ewo Luanda Angola and bontin so na Niger ewo Accra na Ghana bontin so no endra Otto Addo ade squadless no etumi ade ba bontin na players Otto Addo etumi eto ne safra no 25 players na Otto etumi eto nsa from Odino say the city Lawrence Atizigi oka goalkeeper no sounds and Abdul Nuruddin Joseph Wolacott Alidu Seidu Tariq Lamte Jonas Ajete Nathaniel Ejay Alexander Jiku Jerome Opoku Gideon Mensah Isaac Afo Razak Simpson Elisha Owusu Abu Francis Ibrahim Suleimana Enes Niama Ibrahim Osman Emmanuel Entry Mohammed Kudus Sanso and Michael Bedu Antoine Semenyo Jordan Ayew Inyaki Williams Ishahaku Fatao Sanso and Joseph Pintway any players are coach Otto Addo etumi ato nensa enso afromo na otumi eto nensa efre 3 local players edino nso say na city Isaac Kafo no osina kan ede Masamates Razak Simpson osina kan ede Mandation FC Sanso and Emmanuel Entry ono so osina kan enso ede Makumase Asante Kotoko entino players wey na ye hwe nim say Angola ene ne Jeff Fisher aka no ye bobo ye homoden na ye tumi ewini ye 2 matches aka no say ye wini ye 2 matches ne dia ye betumi abo ye homoden say ye betumi qualify in case said Sudan enso e drop point e wo 2 matches aka mo so betumi aborum ti ye hwe nim say Ghana Black Stars bibia enso ebekoye enso edi aman e wo 2 fixtures enso aka no na after say Otto Addo an announcement ni wie no na ye bisa questions na no bia bisa no ye Thomas Partey ho asem now so no the injury situations any update kakra Edward Blasters camp no etumi edima ye tie sema Otto Addo eka efa injuries Edward Blasters camp.
This was injured from the last game, still injured, and then we have Abdul who's injured. We have still Abdul Samis is injured. We have long-term injuries like Kofi Cherry, Majid Ashimano is also injured, but injured last game, and then Ibrahim Sadiq is also injured. Surely there are also some other injuries, long-term injuries, which I don't like to mention, which we could have.
Through Otto Addo nsema okan no wie no na obia bisa Thomas Partey say adenti na one friend Thomas Partey yentie nyano a Otto Addo ediman.
I made quite clear to them we want to come, So this one first, he wanted to come, but I made quite clear that why he's not coming. Like I said, it's confidential, it's difficult for me to mention all the things. It's like that, and we have to move on. And maybe in addition to this, because I know the next question will come, so in addition to it, I have to go a little bit back. So, first of all,
Entino Otuado and Canada, it's your own son said Thomas Patade into Ambanosi way in personal reasons. Into one friend Thomas Patino. Last time my friend Thomas Patino say Oyari Wamba. Into no see we on Nankasa, a catcher Thomas Pate say on Tuninsa and friend no say Umbra Black Stars. Now Thomas Pate, ye back Ghana Black Stars, ye captain or no, Thomas Pate. Now your last matches I boy against Sudan, Otuado, to me, a fray, I Muhammad Kudus say ono and ye captain. And Farmer Black Stars. Now your next features are Yabon Otuado appointed different captain. Captain Jordan are you say ono and a back captain and the Ama Black Stars of Ghana Yentie captainship no so Otuado in some more Kafa.
Going back again, we made a decision to make Cruz the captain that time because Thomas was not there. And now as we know Thomas is not there for the next 2 games. We made the decision at the end, I decided to take a new captain for the team, which will be Jordan. So I talked to Kudus for him to understand that for me, he still needs to learn and grow into that role. And I want him to still to be second captain alongside Jiku. But Jordan will take over now, from now, and he will lead and guide the team.
Into Otuado name Saban so Kafa a captainship no sisi no we yi afri Thomas Pate and a Kuduso Eddie Ama Jordan are you na Kudus no or no Yakola into no say omu sheda yenka crank na captainship no to me a jinemu the den and so on Tisiano Jordan are you and a captain and the man the Black Stars of Ghana oh yeah no they bisa a year Otuado says Tisiano a ba Coca-Cola FIFA ranking na Ghana at 74 and also a den oka found as say no yeah into Otuado in some kind
like a linear process. It's always with ups and downs and me as a coach, but also as a player. To be honest, maybe you don't believe it, and some people can't feel it because they haven't been players. But as a players, or me as a player, when I got defeated, when I lost, I got better out of it because I was reflecting on my.
Entinu Otuado enka na yete no osisi no Ghana no ase bibi wo ho na FIFA ranking no enko yie na nso no ombetumi hopi se football dey sa na ti ombe bounce back enso pepepe yemfi ho na yenko ze furu na yeko Emmanuel Entry oka local players Otuado eto ninsa from na branch no baller obo e season we Ghana Premier League ama Kumasi Asantokotoko no sonko kra no nso no after say appointment ni ba yo nsem kakra atudwa yenti Emmanuel Entry ensem a okan after Otuado appointing no Black Stars.
I've been waiting for this opportunity for a very long time and it's a dream come true. And it shows I made the right decision by joining Kumasi Asantokotoko, and I think I'm doing something right that has, taken me to this level. I think I can do more. It means a lot to me. Credit goes to our head coach and to the technical team as well, and also to the head coach of Ghana Black Stars, Coach Otuado, for keeping an eye on me, and also credit goes to the players for helping me to improve.
Entino Kotoko player Emmanuel Entry and Ghana yeti.
Alright, yeah, trust me, free the Black Stars and 7 PM. Oh my Ghana said over the weekend. I dare say the Ghana Premier League no every team Ashas next Ashas and then next first match on Accra House of Folk and so at Sneffield on the book on the team at the Vision FC and so at the Abosso Kama and so on after twice on Saturday say and I also I call Dreams FC and so and Mediama and I ever born Kama and so El Hono na Sunday no matters in the same and I Nations FC and in Shachema and a Bob Bechem United and Asante Kotoko Ebebo Basaka Holy Stars and Accra Lions and so and Young Apostles and Golden Stars and so and Bonafi Heart of Lions and Brekum Chelsea and so Eddie Abo Adriana Stars and I said Adriana FC and Okwani Dean Eddie Carolina United and so Bonafi FC Samates and Legon Cities and so Eddie Abo na isabe PM after match day 9 and Sunday Bebeko match day 10 no say and a table no and so etimi Ethiopian Go Stars ready kind omukra 19 points and so Nations FC etosumienu ekra 16 points so Kumasa Santokom etosumiensa ekra 15 points na House of Folk etosun watching omukra 12 points Sanso ana bia last three no say NCT Accra Lions etosu edunsia ono ekra 8 points Sanso ana Legon Cities etosu dunsom ono ekra 8 points and after Dreams SC omo and ayokomo ekra 5 points and so hono ya de ho nsem no and so ebema na matches na beba no yankopie na se okopie o mediama omo head coach apa ne tin e de Nikposa Kakpo ono e de sekakra e da toja efa match on Dreams FC ebebo no
something what we didn't expect really, especially last match here against Hearts of Oak. We expected our performance will give us a good result. This is something how we came and how we opened this match and how we prepared this match. Everything was very positive in our squad, but we didn't get. This is something what is football. Sometimes first impressions after match and deep analyze are different. This is many times, but this was same. My first impressions.
Okay, I know someone Nikposa Kakpo ultimately to know media head coach ya de ho nsem no enso ma yam tu fa ne kopie mu amone ensem se anu say ade se entra Chelsea etimi bon ho mo de nyame sanso ejina kona no weekend over the weekend so ne Arsenal enso ene de bebo ni kama no the English Premier League no West Ham United and Everton wanna Brentford enso ni Bournemouth enso but Crystal Palace and Fulham bebo Wolverhampton Wanderers and Southampton enso bona Brighton Hove Albion and Manchester City bebo for Liverpool and Aston Villa enso Manchester United and so any Leicester City and so any over the weekend I don't want seven and so my call in TFN nyina and so NCWC and SMK Roger Emmanuel the sports monarch which is a police net national operating 7 bro meeting I'm just trying to praise himself F to the A and DY Fundy mene Ebo Taylor
Celtic and Black Stars and then they are good emo sembre one pay Ebo Taylor and nothing so Fundy and I told him okay Papa beats you and then the message about what Bra Bononson upon Sima and 9 was a fantastic morning to you Bra Kwame. May the Almighty God continuously protect and bless you for working so hard for our dear country and in the interest of our mother Ghana. Take note, I told you the last time, say up on your market when you're matured. You see, most often was a betting behavior to say you see right. Obi a we leader. I was a what you form so true. Now one will lead you with them. And no more ye. Seriously speaking, he's a very big headache for his group and his party in general. Kwame I salute because one boy Juma Papa BCU messenger whatever no. Reverend Gladys been watching baby I will be a Samsona message way free over Mike Kofi Aflua or say Kwame Yama mo remfi say eba or how I would or my woman mamu remfi say 52.5 billion Ghana cedis or my Ghana to a yajiye ya say the kwakogu sikakura biabi na the kwagu sikakura biano at the GCB bank account no anything sasem no eyasema wasi ebaso eyasema dachi bi wasi ehwehwemu hwe Kwame Samuni ma kama obi ante say Auditor General the team no led by the Deputy Auditor General George Swandi Winford at the ruling exchange rate in October 2020 when it was reported it was equivalent to 9.1 billion US dollars. It was Obacha said 52.5 billion Ghana to a akogu account bank account GCB say account no anything no ebra Auditor General no e di asem we ba abonten no na sabre no we enkunta no ehwe sabre no exchange rate na 9.1 billion US dollars. Eti Kwame when ya asem kitu was say ye di one group pa because amanwe o ma bo mine pa abusu ye ba be boy tonton sansai ba bi gusu enka wo say ene dai wa bra dwuma de ne kwaso no and then you check 5,000 Ghana cedis. 5,000 Ghana cedis. A simple one is our dial star 274 star 10 hash. Star 274 star 10 hash. What dial ya won sabeka scarum. Wabra me ye we nyina no so because 21st clinic eguso ya sciatic expert. Otu asintiri didi mu ko nase wono. O yaw na wote no. Eno ne friend sciatica. Se ne sa how we sa mane we be fru so a. Bo anamon to anamon ne ko 21st clinic. Mia hodo wo man Ghana nyina no. Wo mo krabata ne bi e wo ho. Wo mo krabata na bru. Du nwotwe wo man Ghana. Wa bibi mamu nso ya jumatum na no abaso body akase a ya de mo Rwanda mountain swatcher say empa wo mo ne ayaresabia na agya to mo nso say sciatica yade yi wo bedi ho djuma. For 21st clinic was 0540 311 311 0540 311 311. 21st clinic a sciatica expert. Samson Solar Natural Clinic and a better Dr. Solar Kinka. Danny then you know catch us on your quality healthcare delivery and what they magana for. And I got to abate your manufacturing, you know. DwaboAse, me person me magana for quality healthcare delivery. Where would you young from my head about Solak Natural Clinic? Ayaresa, Yadia be out of the corner said you will see around. Want to tuna say, you done an issue and as an issue of the Hunina, Nisa Ubenya, Wahoto. It is said a year kidney yadia. Say your liver problems. Say your banner what you shall ban a bema. I want for much a peba munyaba. What ya can't also and ya can't tomatoes say, what would ya near tomb or bemano, a trouble bano, a divin tom manema, a quadasu and mafie. Bouda Solak Natural Clinic. Tiame, Bouda Solak Natural Clinic. Now go wa. Ubenya wa yada shani wa yada sa. From 055 393 2631. 055 393 2631. Solak Natural Clinic. Dana Dana no say quality first. Afa yadi ya mani nyina ko suku. Na ya form ko suku bia saying let's talk educational consult. Adai fi say wo ne suku o magya to mo so. Say Ghana nkwada no wo mbeto fapem papa e dia mo. Entity a yetade mo akoye say kamyenye kamyentwe no. Enye no eno mo ye wo let's talk educational consult. Wo jama abofra no adoma chede e woni mu no wo di nanim tenetene no. Sada be ya adoma chede no be ba be ya de bi esombo e de ma no wo abra wo koni mpani mfie mu. Eti fapem papa ene ye to ama nkwada no e wo let's talk educational consult. En se wo sika wo baby bawura let's talk sada be ya beto fapem no e de ama abofra no ye gina indec ene Montessori kwan a ye fa so trade ene ye de tete wo mai. Hwehwe ma cha kwan wo Teshunungwe State Mango Street which one from more 0249 069 821 0249 069 821. Let's talk educational consult. Also building the future through children. Koswana daily star 274 star 10 hash 5,000 and yadema and that day will show you so star 274 star 10 hash power jackpot no and your power to the people just a capacity no ever was them star 274 star 10 hash and that was on saka a camera be a wood demunti was on saka sikabia wu here our person would show a juma bimunti 5,000 way and was a yawodia sikabia wu here o person would deep jumasrum kubi I won't quan on him said yes is sombo mounty dial star 274 star 10 hash wabra 5,000 way nipa bebre abawura fidie ni mu a ye pre edi apɛ me best see ye ba ye kwamra so badwafie ye be kaka ye ho no ma bi ye gyina so edi abo etonton sansan enko ba bi ye best ye
Natural Samaba. Na Sawachi. Konkoya. Natural Samaba. Na Sawachi. Konkoya. Natural Samaba.
Asamna abana simple. Very, very simple. Now no yet ye Ghana ye John Mahama wo. Na CD to dollar near 4 cedis. CD to dollar no. Na jina 4. Wo per $1. 4 cedis. Ene ye nyal ba umia ne nanado danko akufo enumdwane kasa bebrebe nyina etie. A omo dan na di so omo kwa na aben eni se de si tutu sikasem yie no. Wanya ntokwa o. Enya ntokwa. Enya apri bia. Ene wo munim di omo si omo wa nyina etie no. Dollar to CD no ejina 17 cedis. CD to dollar no 17 cedis. Ye free 4 cedis abedru 17 cedis. Enam say anti boys na otwa wie ensa tokra be ye den e de amomo. Amanfo ntop entimi nya sika entopie to momo empranom ne omo yerenom. Ye nya sika ntadiane eni. Enoma boakwa na ekosoro. Ye kokko ya Bahama penso na kakakra bi a yete 1 million metric tons so. Ene andabaumia ene nanado. Yete a little over less than 400 metric tons. Kokko yinsu ni ejina so masika broni kokko sika etibi bakrom ha. Ene kokko borde boka ana kokko dudu a wose yetie a ebeboa masika bakrom ano so esuate. Eti between 4 cities and 17 cities. The ain't a bedi aboye. Na asema making when one find this ahweniwa entie anase NDC aso entie dia making and fair PP aso entie dia making simple logical common sense adwene nyansa na nyame dia dom no fatie dia making no na wa foto nsane so na susu na kari na bisa ho say between 4 cities and 17 cities the ain't a bedi abo my Ghana it is na owura preku ana no no opa frankatu ni dibre edi wa MPP na MPP for di ni hwamo wagina baabi enfichire baabi ebisa se ne ede na John Mahama eba ba ye bio ede ama Ghana wo se ba se bampanyia na no America fo yi na no ene so anu yi ayede ma ne nie se Mahama penso na CD to dollar eye 4 cities ene ye ka say ba umia penso CD to dollar eye 17 cities ba ko so dia na be dia boye wa ba bia wono ya no afa wa bra we so koso no na mra se badwafie na wo se tena se eye adwuma ma yen the taxpayers yen the people of Ghana no na yenya enkofo bi omuwo mra se badwafie a dia ni omutirima ni tumi dibra medi si e be fra me majority leader eno na adidi omutirim eti eno ahwe bibi ebra entawantawe iba ya asani bia ye se enye yeso yadwenche wa asem ni wunie eye apanyo makin etwe atade comment speaker se na anu atenase na wotu sheda wo kire se wo munim dom besa aba no wo gina e mamra no so asre se speaker nsamfre na mra so badwafo nsamra na speaker etie na asem no efre mra so badwafo so mu nsamra besa mo munya attach video ni no sorry munye in fact the odika above attach yes munye attach video no ready mame the car say no more caucus meeting no eno abra na ye election power lane no eno na edika boy ye nika boy no eno na be ma amafo ate asem na se ye tie me ebra speaker frey yes o munyina metena se no eno na ye hwe ani mu se komo be ba metena mra so bedwafie ti se de omunuanom wodom kase no eye dom kase fo no bantem betena omu nkonya so no mo twen se mrase badwafie tiame hene ebeba na dwumadie no omo de ahyehyɛ so na MPP fo no akiri a omo baaye no honorable attach video ya me ba bebo wutie ne nkoma a woni nsantwefo diye edan na di kire nsantwefo se wo tubirika akwa che ne mpanimfo se speaker aba na caucus meeting no omo ye no wo munyai no mumra eye mrase badwam ho na omumfa bibia nhyehyɛ so yentie no.
There is a caucus meeting, I think, and I want to join now. There's a caucus meeting. That's why we've been detained. So maybe after the caucus meeting. But my fear is that the speaker is here, and I want to alert the caucus that the speaker is around.
They should have been here for that leadership meeting to take place, and yet they are not. Is it the case that they are going to be making their way here now?
I have to find out. I can't understand what is going on, so that's why I came to see what was going on. But I wanted to rush here, lest we won't have quorum and the rest of it. So I want to find out from the caucus what is happening.
Just finally, there's a big criticism of you that you wrote to the speaker to convene Parliament, and yet you're not here to have business conducted.
Well, I cannot say for sure that we are not here. I don't know the decisions they want to take before they join our colleagues in the chamber. So just give me a few minutes. I'll be able to join the caucus and find out what is happening.
Is that to say your members are in the job 600 waiting?
One no more. Eti, after your marking in a dom kosher baby, and we ain't shemu. Wabra typically, Sanka, Mrasha Begafia Betnasia, the Omuyeni, and Pedifona war, a funny Mianino, Echo speaker. Na sembia wa oma toa adwen abobo ho adi hudwuma ansa na tenase adwuma no ahyase. That is what he was supposed to do. Anka de hia esefata de che ni de ni obuo ede mamra se badwafie ni de obugina ma no ene se kobaye no de wo se ye de hia sempa ene se woni honorable Atofo ene mpanifo no bekwa akohia speaker na asembia wo ho no mato adwen abobo ho akọ entiasie mu ene bankuro mu ye hia ya ba atenase enso nya sa na si ye de hia apanyo marking ene se woni ni dom bi bekwa akohia e wo baabi eno na attach ya dan na di na wuti attach ya nkomo na wo se ma me nkohwe se de be ya enkoba se ye dodo no e wo fama e betima me yedum pempenso e beka se ye ni enipa dodo nti yetu mrasha badwafie atenase na kocheda tie attach ya kasa asem no, so meaning say they were worried. Now fact ba ko so was ohuru and say dom kese no wo mo ba yankasa wo mo dodo na ye over 100 and wo mo ba mrasha badwafie ho dom kuma no so omo mu sai na ba ye enra wo mo ye nsandwefo nhyiamu no wo mo ba nyina na huru say no ma begina honorable apenyo marking achi wo eje bia meyi sa video no dia chew ba ye tie speaker of parliament won ye ntia wo tu mrasha badwafie atenase no e sheda wa bra wonim da ombesa ba wo ye sa de ni bio e die ntia tie we.
From the initial request for us to consider 5 items, this second request added 17 more items. And this request came from the MPP members of parliament, and it was signed on their behalf by the second deputy majority whip, Honorable Alex Tete Joduboa. Unfortunately, the signatories who made the request have not shown up, and therefore matters that they wanted us to handle, which are admitted for the consideration of the business committee, are not on the order paper, and in fact there's no order paper for today because the business committee could not meet due to the absence of the people who requested for the recall. And as you can see, one side of the house is completely empty. In view of this, we have, as usual, got a quorum to sit, but we have no business before us. In view of the failure of the business committee to sit, as a result of the refusal of those who requested for the recall to show up, we are compelled to once again adjourn the sitting of the House. Knowing the challenges we are facing, it is not advisable to be adjourning from day to day. And so I'll proceed once more to adjourn the meeting.
Senadai. To adjourn the meeting, Senadai. Me to actually that wabra minim die beba. And you see, the last time a speaker, again, Central for Chemwa, one a Ghana Central for Casino, was it Nanwa wo two Mrasebe Jeffie, Atinas and a share da, or church a winning down Mobabano. Now one in Sushi Yemono, Sa Branene Bra, Anka, Womo Munim de, Omomo Paw mining Ganko, Omomo Paw mining Conso, our Moam Mrasebe Jeffia, Omoa Semno, Casabrane Bra, ye better not say. Na yatwa adwen akọ benkromu. And again was I yebio hoping say mo siese aban business inti yembetena se no was abrahim no mo bekọ na mafrafra mo ho na madididi mo ho nkoma akọ benkrom ansa na masa afra say atenase bi nkoso. But watch what happened yesterday. Mo siese aban business bi ho free SHS mransusu ye bi wo wa e wo se yetena ho na ye bobo ho tinti mra bi wo ho aban peso obkobo bobosia bi etuo bi aban jejejeje enwumaku akese bi e wo se aban de chomo mo amose saade ne ye aban na hiade a mo pese mrahye badwafie etena se ye ho adwuma no mumom na mo ye saade we yo mumom na manda mo hadi e wo mrahye badwam ho mumom na mo ba mrahye badwafie mo kwotena ba bi se mo ye meeting eti wasem wenyina maka akere no afehwe afenyo mark na bra na wo su akere Ghana me pese wutie ni su no na fatoto echechemu ya media ma wa wonso wani tua ibi tie.
CNN leans towards the Democrats. If you watch CNN carefully, you will know that CNN leans towards the Democrats and Fox leans towards the Republican. But as soon as Trump was elected, CNN put all their biases aside and went straight. In fact, they were among the first news. Let me finish. To have projected Trump's victory, in spite of all their disagreement with Trump's views or political views. You get my point? And I would want to urge on you, the media, to do same. You may not be in support of MPP. I agree. Yenina ya dream to me ya baako. Yenina media yen to me ka say media bi antro dia eye MPP for there. But the court kasa. Me be situation na media betro say eye Afenyo Markin leader of MPP group. Afenyo Markin ni MPP for eye majority. Exactly. And that is the law. Exactly. Mumbua Speaker of Fuma Munka, yes, we have Fuma Munka. Na Ghana baku pena ewo. Their NDC for any year no person Ghana ejeto fum. No one country so wa fum on the sun subai. Their speaker di kan ye no. Speaker, their speaker di kan ye no. Ye yan konto kwa o. Oka di oka ye no. Ye ndidi na tem. Ye ka chere say speaker. Wo de waka. Ye di court. Na court ebia asem no. Court edi kan ebia asem no. Speaker si on ti ase of a lawyer. Emma lawyer no call court. Eko kasama onu speaker said there be the Supreme Court ka no wafo a Supreme Court afom. Supreme Court ebu di asem no. Ghana nyina hwe TV. Ena Supreme Court aka said there be speaker. Enye wu tumi na obetumi aka say obi seat we declare vacant. Eyenyen inti asem no eda yenim. Asem no so beda ha na we aware. Inti eba no say ena ese wo be kasasa. Speaker lawyer nankasa ka say speaker ye ruling. Okoso justify speaker say mo kan. E ma ni ka say Supreme Court ko na ye wo no. Enye wo ni the right forum to say ye kwa high court. Sanse man ni lawyer kan ni na court den ebogu ye. Inti dia na ye expect an opay ni say speaker Any NDC phone beka saka chom sa debi baby amote na ye ho na mote e ho no ye edom kase and PP4
yeah for your mark omo anu
sa for your mark here omo majority leader omo ekonwa but speaker wan yesa obetra ho no
oh adia bunyina maji atu mo mrase bedwafie na opeso ogina press conference so esesa no opeso ogina press conference so esesa no enye speaker na kire de oye majority ana minority wa bondodo kosua de enye speaker ena kire enye speaker mo zabra ye kase mododo ye sei hey ena san komo na wudie no se ena Supreme Court aka bibi sa asem na Supreme Court kan no eye no nti de mo san ka se speaker emfre amafo no mo betena mraso bedwafie anya bia ebra na ye hwehwe no na woi ebra na ye hwehwe no na woi ade na wo hwe anim se speaker enye no wo ba bia na wo te no na woni mraso bedwafie ho no ede na speaker ni nyina so emfa nye sa ade no mibisa mrasha bedwafie say no musi ye omadwuma say opese speaker eye bibi manwa kwan be so na ofa ene medical culture say wo said ye mrasha bedwafie ye omade no omu behia mu sa na entam so no eye mpanifo no kochia speaker and speaker we buy no sa de we no afa so e de aboa se de be ya aban enyuma aban hyehyeye aban susudie ebitima famra kɔ and 10 times wo speaker say said the Ghana for to about 2020 no wo ma dwen kire ne kire say MPP ni NDC enya adwuma mbom eti sa sunsum ne so sa tumi ne so sa dwen ne so ena wo gina wo di ni dwuma wo mrashe bedwafie eti so abantama why don't you make it possible said be ya when speaker ni honorable Dr. Atuforsin ebekwa akochia na matoato adwen akɔ bankuro mu wanya sa de we wama ya tu mrashe bedwafie atena se ahyeda wabra yenim da beba we wa ba friends and twefo ebetwa tro e de ache se ebra Trump wini ye no CNN edane na no wan ka kire wo me hwe CNN kra kire wo hwe CNN hwe CBS hwe MSNBC hwe akɔhwɛ Infowars Trump apologist why say ni dwumadie no na say Kevin Taylor de bi what do you watch journalism no de na ni fa ho and now wo apanyo market wo na ba be kire say de ensantwa dwuma no say de ensinya ya dwuma wo tibi nso awade awusu kechire eti hwade bi esi ye honorable Dr. Atuforsin edan na di kire say nia dom kumafo yiye no sa na ye be frem kopim say mo betena se ni yesiesi asem no wo mrahye bedwafie mrahye bedwafie asem na aba mrahye bedwafie eni ebetima siesi asem no that is how it works mrahye bedwafie nya seni bia mrahye bedwafie enya mampanya hweye mrahye bedwafie aya biayo a Ghana fo nyina tumi kase pa ewo ye ntoto na se nyamu ye mo toto mrahye bedwafie ni tumi na se ehwade bi esi ye honorable Dr. Atuforsin tie de oka kire ye efa ekehunu a enkofo yi suban eyema oman Ghana boy tie we
ended our campaigns and reported to duty this morning only to see that the MPP members of Parliament who actually recalled Parliament, we noticed that they failed to show up. This morning, at about 7 o'clock, we showed up at the business committee meeting on the 6th floor only to notice that the MPP members of the committee once again failed to show up at the business committee. I personally called the committee clerk and I was informed that she is out of the jurisdiction and no one has reached out to him, to her, to program the business of the day. I was worried and reached out also to the MPP side and to have an indication as to what their plan is. No one responded. I am deeply worried and deeply concerned that the very people that requested for Parliament to be recalled failed to show up. Clearly, what we are seeing here is an abuse of the Constitution and the standing orders of Ghana's Parliament. The NPP minority caucus have indeed caused financial loss to the state and to us, the NDC members of Parliament, and to the people of Ghana. We say this because these recalls cost Ghana money. This is not the first time that they have done this. They've done this a couple of times, but we see nothing than disrespect. We call on the people of Ghana to see the behavior of the NPP and punish them accordingly. They have certainly, everything shows that the NPP are tired, they are fed up, and they are not ready to work for the people. They are ready for the people.
Very true. Bibi ada di professor MPP before no. O mabre. And no Canada Japan kra na me ehunu saade no. Look, Kennedy ampa, onu ampa o. Kennedy ya na no na ko peso ye Frankatunia amfa ma no ene watu adu ba omi achi a wo boa mo ma ye campaign enra wodi esi ye Kennedy ampa. Was me Ghana ni first. Ghana damakoma so chen bibia enfa wo de obewini abato yafi. Wa admit say MPP for ye from so. Please, I want that bite. Ansani about your Kafa media no. Won make that admission. Say MPP for ye from so. And kai say ebra ye chen komo ya mini wudi esi. Me kai say attach ya bae no. Now what Dominica kwa catch afanyomo say momro na speaker aba. Afanyomo bae first thing on ye and say obey caucus meeting. And utie honorable to force na was say me try some me frɛ afanyomo obi amfi ye yentie Canada Japan
begging what actually happened today. It was not deliberate that we were boycotting, but we wanted to get understanding from the speaker. So we were at the caucus meeting, and maybe I will admit that it took so long.
But that is even allowed in parliamentary culture.
I engaged Honorable Agboja and told the minister, oh, then you made a mistake. You should have informed the speaker that you were at the caucus meeting. The speaker didn't do, which I cannot defend because I'm not part of the leadership. And I'm sure he's right. I'm sure if my leaders have informed the speaker that we're holding a meeting and we'll be back, definitely he would have waited.
Canada Japan no mama Canada Japan any Joy FM reporter no we are sorry friends Katie Hammond mama Katie Hammond any Joy FM reporter no we are brana Katie Hammond esa dom kese no minim de na no pa afro mo e bra no osan mo ene nsema no keka no me wia me de ba betoto de Canada Japan e kafa media no ne de nkomonasi we de hwade we
There is going on and on and on. You want us to go back to the Supreme Court? What does he want? At the end, he wants to say, you are not that kind of the
to be argued at any point. This is a matter, this is foreclosed. It is completely foreclosed. Supreme Court is spoken, that is the end of the matter.
The Speaker of Parliament says, yes, when it comes to seating arrangements, that is not his business. He says we should come and sit anywhere and do the business.
Listen, the orders of the Supreme Court were directed specifically to the Speaker. It was the Speaker, it wasn't the leadership, it wasn't the clerk, it wasn't the leadership which made that ruling, that decision. It was the Speaker of Parliament who unconstitutionally made a proclamation, whatever it is that he said the last time. The Supreme Court is told
him that he was wrong. Restore matters to what they were before you did that.
Line of action for the MPP.
Well, we will cite you for contempt. We will cite the speaker for contempt. Watch the face.
I mean,
Crown, a man forbid me as citing for contempt of parliament. So, and ran summer, Omo Kafa speaker, and he said you must be and him tia, none you more Kafa, Mrasobe the few, Mrasobe the need be better batam. I can say contempt of parliament. Omit my but me sure say this if one who say no, and go for no my brain to no more casa, Sano, my bread. And when you know, Coswa, Sabre, city to dollar, age 17 cities, ye one no. About to come is an swear was there, what any padua, eba betu aba afino. Atone, no ne, anu ye bia, and trasumu. Would you hear Dr. Bosman, sorry, ebera na watch church and yentia, want to be in Ghana for Nipadodo ebetu aba, afi, ediatre, MFA pewo, Joy FM, Tieno.
Number 7. Apart from that, nationally, how many people are on the multiples list? How many people are on the proxy list in that manner? And the commission said to be able to meet the expectation of the parties, we're going to dig deeper. And we noticed that to be able to get all that information for the political parties, it will require some additional level of work, including some auditing. Nevertheless, the document we have given to the parties contains everything. So if we're a political party, we have given you the external drive, which contains the total number of registered voters for each region, for each constituency, as well as the total number of persons on the multiples list, the total number of persons on the exceptions list, the total number of Ghanaians on the proxy list. All this information we gave to the parties yesterday. So what we were trying to do yesterday was to make it easier for the parties. Again, we have given everything to the political parties.
Well, so the responsibility that you're placing on the various political parties is to come up with how many total registered voters we have who will be participating in this particular election. Are we saying that as we speak, the EC on its own does not have these summaries, such that you are now conducting that auditing to get that total, you're saying?
However, I said, that it's a system. We have a database which contains all this information. And from that database, we have copied all the information and we have given the information to the political parties. So in terms of the national summary, we told the parties yesterday, we have that information. But the Electoral Commission made it clear in this particular meeting that we're going to dig deeper. And to dig deeper will require that. So, for example, if you mention that nationally we've registered 18,770,000 in that manner.
When you know, can you know, brofo the tia one say, I think ye best say bubu kunta na yakika no mercy and in ye ni padodo e ba beto aba afimo. Etidi enti na mo frɛ amanyɔfo no sɛ omo mbɛgye abato no nwoma no ho nsɛm di enti na mo frɛ. Sɛ mo nyɛ ready a edi enti na mo frɛ mo ɛba asanhye mu no. So mo bɛyɛ dai. Ensɛm ya wode ma abato ɛyɛ amanyɔfo no. Wo mo fa sa information nkɔyɛ dai. No, I was all my figure. Na ye hunu ni padodo a ye ba beto aba. Na amanyɔfo no kɔtena womo mantwi anaso maso ya hodo a o masese ahwe se number na wode maye no saa pepepe ena numbers na omo wo krata so no ede mo ana we are very simple. They cannot get the electoral information and go and do their calculation, come out with a number. MPP enya de CPP enya number foforo, PPP enya number foforo, na about to come so enya number foforo. That will bring confusion. Eti de enya standard number of nkofo akwakoto aba eye de wo abato komisa no wo beka samri na ode bema no wo na ba kire se nipa dodo sei e na register amaso so mo bekwa akoto aba na amanyofo no so akosese nia wo de ama omo no ahwe se ni omanya no ene wo number ni chi ana se ene ne bo ebra then we have questions. So what the heck are you hiding? Enu ntimo yes ade we. What the hell are you hiding? Mompegana yo. But I'm the NDC for any amanyoku would want to say Afrafrantoni or Momakano, PPP no, or Masoja. I must have mempre, young Macquarie, my mom farm was almost a young Juada. Said Juada and see, BB and see, ɛna Ghana for nim deɛ ɔmo bɛyɛ abusua megyina wɔ so ɛde tonton sansan no ɛde ato ha ɛwɔ DwaboAse wɔ power 97.9 and a face TV XYZ. Kaisa would dial star 274 star 10 hash star 274 star 10 hash. One Sabeka 5,000 Ghana cities. Your friend will transition. Munima de chrono. So you should know. More you have your mark in the AB. So we meet, we discuss. If you are doing that thing again. So there should be a transition. Then I do this. Why? Star 274 star 10 hash. What dial is here? 5,000 cities no. One Sabeka Busha. Yeah, you know, so the Tonto Sazana to a party.
Man, ya, maya. Ayo, and yo, ya, any woman. Ya pasu biaba, a DwaboAse. Na assembly wo ya mu oka na mama ne ye kunsum yemfa mu mai motrobodo yemfa mu mai mosempa.
abusu DwaboAse di Power 97.9 akakra bi yɛkɔ Solak Natural Clinic yɛne Dr. Solak ekodi nkɔmɔ bakɔso afa wɔ nsusu yɛ ne wadwenkyerɛ ɛtɛ adwumadie na atumi ɛtonka anɔpɛ baabi a wɔ bia wɔ Facebook wɔ Power 979 ɛna TV XYZ Ghana ɛbɔ na ɔtwe kakra mu wɔ hɔ a yɛne Dr. Zanato Ajima Rollins ebedi nkɔmɔ member of parliament ɛma adehyɛ wɔ kɔlɛkɔlɔte ɛmpɛsoa so ɛhia ne yɛwɔ Pasabre yenko Dr. Solak wabra wo dial star 274 star 10 hash yema 5,000 Ghana cedis in an pay with you so star 274 star 10 hash. Dr. Solak yenko.
Yo, that's the benefit session. The question say, "Eh, papa say the session. Sanse ene mema ho asem pa na yeka. Ne mema kama maso sam de ya na e kama Ghana fo nyina ne man nyina kan sanse ye ne man na ekore ne man na saba." And ye hwe cause of sexual weakness amen. Dear ne bema bema sebe waye mre wo mpamu na ifri he fa ne bae. Mechanism ne say, "Sanke ye sha ase na nke ye boko." Adanyo 60 years na sentesa ene ye hwe ne de. Human daddy said the first cause of sebe my mre pa wo mpamu nyini. Average is fa a memo mo pension 60 years ekro. Now for memo 25 to be 55. E mabro no de no be wosoro achen empanifo de ndia. At the sense ye nyini me bisesa. Ye ne kan hwe de na sesa bra ye nyini. Ye wade bi afide boni friend genital veins. Sebe eni ntina we ade ne ho no. Your mother they say more na ye ni born my mama there by sight. Enti ye be say oba sabe odon sa fa hunu ne nka hwe. Ye ma ye hu ne ma ye ni bie. Aha! Ye ni hu bofred. Aha! Oh what? Aha! Ne I was oh I can't think far. Is it A or B? Is it A and the ball B and the ba? Na ye hu back and aha! Okay, this one also there. Na fi ye hu reports na wa na bubu agusu si apa. Na ye nyina ikadua. Aha! Ye ne hu si apa. Mechanical correction say information ni hu ne ye wule ma adwene no. Now, what do you think of this? This one there. Adam, say, if if me lose if there, maybe the abandon me in alcohol. Sans ya to my now, I didn't show this information about hearts. I come a moja pumping maybe for the genital veins. No, and in some way, they to more than moja Russia femono. Na sabi sorry. Now, ye ninia. Ubon say wear and tent na ye cause and see proteins or one tissues. Ye nyina bon say side intina genital veins. No one say fanatic na say 3 inches. Once a wear and ten a money heat, that is a word. It's over 3 inches pipe, and 1 inch pipe takes a senior pen. And so pressure was from it more 3 inches pipe, no 1 inch of a pie. Ye need trap pension now once a more na ye use at the end a budgema because I say why you 30 or 25. Sister just your boy my better 10 years. It wear and ten and thickness no reduce. Eti basa si apena emoja ni Russia for mama irrational. Obon say sha say the hey hold on why was Mr. Kumsin what is wrong was there be anti-thickness reduce pressure and order and sha na anti-na pai nyame so e design or ya dey for auto cutter system ade be ma genital veins and say anti-na pai amor collapse wade no so no as auto cutter system a remedy situation there be enough is enough we can't travel far it's enough. Ebasa, almost a sorry and a fine, not says from with age. Saha went, and I have a panum there be any Jansuka Honsan said, Sabi, any Jan Kwanza Busi immune system. Nipa, we are Sadia a bit more quantum, and so would the other. It is said, I didn't quite fine. Nay, a pension. Ya Bob Brevi, ye pet 10 minutes immediate fem, ne quite fusi pa, ne the rehaba. Etina, Zipman hair back of Sedebi, war have war Ghana from Gokrafona. Wo boa pension full pension near for nyina mo solution me e de be na me ya mamu de me ye ne say one your mechanism be a cell mitosis as you say nya wo design say you reproduce your ho na lost tissue na say where enter buy no de I wash away no I road no me replacing the back ye was saponins na across a hodo aboni say e kanya mechanism ye fe no cell mitosis no e bo produce ma entina thickness e hino e back to normal as in thickness let me agimoja na ano ne pressure na arashia for e ba say kajua can they call left no say I'll go I'll come back. Stop me. See my movement. Aha. And boss I see a pana ahwadi abem. Now at the age of 65, 40, 65, 75 no what me enya 10 minutes first half. O brawa home. O we out to South call 10 minutes second half. O brasa home. E basa na di enija ye penaba. Zip masinya no nko. O we. Wo mo ade friend sustain releaser. and they say I didn't carry 2 minutes about some munya dinner solve china 25 amount. Oh, we so we must strengthen my adding 18 about also Jamia design Yamidian because was small praise the Lord because was small why they say Sabi I didn't sorry 18 pass out came back 9 a strono emiensa and an intersection room and a latras no 1 2 2 2 nice enya 4 and a diakawase aside the hook. Timon I didn't air stretch we then ese a hoye rough nice police abana a twisru kakra a twifom kakra and quarantine say nyam nkomo na medium so you were free ho penifasa na making a twibonkum na ko direct your friend Ogona properties e bo na hwete na di enigia da air pen aba ma wade no so sebe e net maje ho ni nyina na e ye zipman capsules komo na odie wo se panyan wo bet denne sisia zipman so wi onwie won se nwie biem wo boasan say we mother say more na ye ne yirumuhia na anigye ba no na emi system krakosoro esa chop mun bia sha ase so esa edin darling odo da o ma kai min ketesi abrim zipman so pese ye yire no kai e mranti brim o so da o ma ya o ma kai e bra ho mi foforo no kai aha ne nanam students na campus on na ne ye ko ba no e na ngu na sa ha ene de o ma kai pa se na na o ko no ma me e basa na de anigye ye pen de ba iwi enwe her mother say how pet so be my mama ye mrepa e ade e fe no genital infections meka bema e bia da wonen da momi wo ho ne ade no ensu bi frade mo ba ensansa ba ho emu nsusu no e ho no mabonsa wo na wote most femfem kakra her mother say obi a sebe wo de pendem na kote virus bia amemu ne ye ne ya ensansa ba ho ensu frim ba no e ma wo sa ye mre e wo mpem ye hwa linkage no de tie ne say the ultimate function of seven pasogro and say yin sebeba it is a menu medofo hia na sebe me hunsu ba ma yin se aba e say blood flow dem dika mo hold on mo hia biem na sperm na ho hia na eba e ba ho ye yi na father zeni celebrate yen de tie say okote gio ene o man nsuo firi mu ba ye no sansa ba ho no ensuo na hwade wo ha ya drobe na sebe pipe na urine femu ba no sa drobe na sebe sperm ne number sa drobe na sebe ensuo na ye kote ba ye no eso number ensuo na ye kote ba ye no e deeper e creamy e ya wo sperm no eti wo share game na se ado ntri ye ready right the dwen picks game na fe ni ya sha se ensu na firi osoro roba e ensu a e nyanko nsu ana se fom nsu ana se e seni pede picks da bi e sperm na ba no se kim e che se mo a blood flow hu hia biem e se mo hold on te basa e ma condition e fe ne pre penetration ejaculation da e peja as a pensioner wo so wedi matom wo kono anche ho na mwe na asato nyina se hwegu edan ekire wo se saade en enclear confusion bi aba ho tini e se edra fe ne solar keba mese odwa so da wo den ensansa aba ho emu femfem mo emu ye oya sika yusu sa solar keba mese yi na enclear nyin sansa ni mfiri ho na sa confusion na create ama sebe wade ne release pa na apese release no enyi sa na restore back to normalcy eba sa na ebe yi sa condition fe ma wo shutu si apa ensansa na firi na emu so eden on se sebe mushroom emre awia bɔ ne se pa na hoa ubon se eyesa bon se na arenke na se twitwam mo na ensuo firi ba kwese ne se ebra na wonkote man na ensuo bi mfiri mu ma se okote ba se wo gu so na se wo ye ohia no pa sa ensuo ase colorless bi ase off white na ba no eye hwan ensuo afina ne produce na se afina yankopon ase ase boba ana enyanko ensuo etoba there bi enim ebom wade ne nyini from as in length in diameter na a stretch here e mo nya o tensile strength no sa ne mo na mo ani di e na best ne ko e ba sa peja bon say what are this as a kriya kaso no na akwa se pen e da cap no ko tebetri sa enka hwe because all that ya wie want hwe of us kedi ashim mr ni kwase basa so la keba me so wo boawo e yi sa condition ye fi ho amwa restore and sense na fi ho na o should see apart cause ampa dawa ha na o wi onwe mema no de what the Zipman heba capsules na kahwa mame Zipman we no air restore so like nebua eyin sansan free home ama sa de length and diameter aba back to normal no na Zipman heba capsules no so e ma entini moyeden na agina so ache te ene ye fe ne panyan wo bet den e say ya wanim asa wosresre nko to say ne de ma me hu sampa me ho sa na say question bia fa nkomo ye di ho a pusomani ni nkomo enka nchiro bi no de kodi nkomo ene me nkomo sesi a me MTN no e 0245 0245 61 6028 0245 61 6028 and Airtel no so 0261 736263 0261 736263 Kaise eye Zipman capsules was a panyan wo better than Sisia.
Dr. Solomon Apiakubi, Solak Natural Clinic, and at home can ye free war. I call Medimosis Clinic na yakodi and Komo. But me can say, and I pay Wabra with you show no. What dial star 274 star 10 hasha 5,000 yeah man won sabakabio. Look, 5,000 I make a grobi na medio. When you say we here says can dia ye bibia a sombo mount. What did you make? Yerima, which are your worms or my Ghana? Baby, I yadru no. 17 cities na year city to dollar no. 17 cities na year no. Ama bibia boy den. Titi mama kra no ma every manane edeba Ghana na mo fa kakra etua to bebrebe ye deda no ma iso enyina wie na waso no ma dia kogu so to na wo twensa manfo beto na nam se sikani nkofo botom ti wo muntimi ma oh mama wuntini ye we yo a star 274 star 10 hash what dial pe braba pribi akansie agoro ne adi agoro iso sika wom wudi agoro no ne akansie ne kosoro wo number no trick ne say ma wo number no medoso ma ne mbeje afidie ne mfa ebeye bebre wo afidie ne so a baby afidie ne beto bia no ebeba beto wo number no so enti na ya na boga bi kase twa ne capacity ne chonsa a star 274 star 10 hash dial never 5,000 Ghana cedis never bobra ya kwa many Moses here nano ya the Dr. Prince say edi nkomo bi ene yes ebo ne dia ka asem hwade we
say ye be share aboa ama bibia akoye edi amao na hye ne so Semed Moses no eye herbal clinic ana esan so eye orthodox enti bibia efa wa pomuden hu bia ya re bia hel bia no se e wo se edi bibidro ana ema wa ye betimi edi amao se wo se edi abrofudro ne ba so e betimi di amao se de be ya bibia betimi akoye the goal ne se ohu e betimi ato de ye pese wo ye ne se ohu e betimi ato eniti no na ye de eyesa options we nyina aba se bia bibi how one menura na enkwaye wo abibi dry betimi ede etu ase kra ama bibia akoye ede ama na afen so no se be se yede abrofodro so ka ho ano so no yetimi eye ni na ewo yaso ehonom eti yare bia awo so a enko bia no do ani Semed Moses Clinic and Prostate Center betimi ahwe aboa ama bibia akoye ede ama wo ye bema ojonso ajonso no emeye wo chim asana jonso no aba ojonso ana jonso ni bia kemo a foni Semed Moses entina honom ema yare no enko nanim emie enko show rubber asana odu ani aba do wo ba betimi ahwe aboa ma onro eyi rubber no de na so eya na ohawa obefem ani ade ne empese obedru sam pempeso no enti na abrani abibia no ye hye nkran se sabre ya wutimi hu sa hoden wo ho a wutimi eye obibia no sabre na wo se wutimi emu ani eko apomuden ho echeke ehwe sede esi eko na wutimi etu ase ekra se bia ohaw bisa ewo ho no ma se bi kra prostate yare no ebi ewo obusu ma it means say wo no we at risk of getting it eti wo se wo so no wutimi ma wani anasa wutimi ma wona eye ntitia ewo Med Moses aso e honum na etimi eye hwehwemu e de fa ho ema bibia koyi obi honum o se odwonso a emayi anasa symptoms of prostate ni na no onya bibatsu no okọ hospital na okọ check a yes na prostate no eye fine anasa oni ohaw bia ewo ho there could be other factors enyema pi wo honum a etimi lead to eye saadwonso na etimi emayi na betimi abasa o bladder neck no na ohaw ba ho anasa bia o bladder na akasa na problem bi aba ho a entimi ema no AMT urine ye ni na no odu ani Semed Moses aso ya ye betimi ayesa hwehwemu ni na ahwese de bladder no na hoden esitie anasa bia betimi ahodi Johnson no anasa bia entimi enhodi ni ye ni na no ye betimi ahwe ye wi ani ama onura ye betimi aboa ama Johnson na enso no etimi abaye e bia wako hospital bi ya shell rubber e wo bemem odi achini a entimi nyi rubber no enframe for nature med Moses prostate center na yenhwe emwa ema yenyi rubber no emfa emfrim crofopia omu eba ya so ho no ma yi rubber efro mu bemem no edoso ye obi okra rubber no enhye ne bemenim ehye sebio na fru so the friends suprapubic catheter no suprapubic catheter no onse etoda prostate na ye kese to the extent say ye the rubber no ehye bemenim kra na enko it the only way ni say be botokro e wo sebi o ayase ho no ne the rubber no afa ho no
Frumana.
There be a Frumanasi. Who say a honor bladder no ewo. It is a the share Obermanim Nasa enquire. That's the alternative route. Ye de robber no effa. And Crofo bar with South Suprapubic catheter Yamiadum. It me a share a robber no efro majunsono. It me a form Bermem Emma Bibia Equi for any Echemed Moses na yenye sadi way nano. Effa a mouse de Baya Bibia Ebequie at the ama. Apart from that, there's no be a horn the prostate no enyeke say. It could be say who be a friend say urethral stricture no any say could be and I say or how be abba a urethral drobena joso enemwa eba no ama ekwan no esi eno no sa no be check your prostate no be say prostate no okay but then no joso no etimi emeye gisa wo chim sana joso no aba eno no eya na enye prostate no na eho atechima nanso no ebia urethral no na or how about eno no etai affect youth no etai affect young men no mostly say otanya infections na say o treating na bia infections no akobat a lady a krobi ewo eye ne be manim anase ne urethra ni mu a etimi edisa oha no ba especially oma omu junso ase ne be manim emu hyehye no mostly say kroba o be manim na edisa oha no eba do se junso no efe kro ni mu na ama eye o be manim ehyehye ni na no wodo ani kire Medmosis Clinic and Prostate Center ye behwe aboa ama bibia akoye edi ama ya so no eye ahodo nan ana ewo man mu ba bia obeko bia no ubenya eye services ni na by head office no ewo a dental barrier ufi Madina odu ani kire bra dental police station unsa benkum so ho na obehu se ya bansro no ewo hobora honom ya rebie ha obia no ye behwe aba so prostate ya ready a eno de ye ufi anu aba ne ye behwe ama bibia akoyi edi ama ama bibia aye fine afes no wo tema wo eye Ashaman area for ni kire eje kojo school for the deaf enchen ho aye another branch and so ewo ho Accra Central so no AESL building Ministry of Road and Highway ho na ye another branch Kumase ahenema kokoben so no ade se obetimi enya ye ho ya rebie ha obia no wo de ba ye behwe aboa ama bibia akoye ede ama obi so a opese oye general check up opese o checking ni pedua no ehwe se de echo Medmosis Diagnostic Center no no so ewo ho se betimi aye san hwehwemu e ama obi akọ hospital ewo baby ope eye second opinion se bia wakọ ye test ni ade unhu de how anase ye unhu de how pote no ba ope se oye expert test anase ope se oye eye tester eno no betimi ehun de koso ni pedua nim ye no for ni ekire Medmosis ye diagnostic center no ye betimi aye sa labs e de ama amwo hu de koso ewo ni pedim de ya na eya ene se wa wotinka se enyema enkoyi ewo nipadwam nanso ebe hwehwemu na bibia yesi yenhu bibia ekyerese wo yare enti no ekyerese wo ye fine ba wa otinka se enyema enkoyi for ni kire eye Medmosis Diagnostic Center ye 4D ultrasound machine ye digital x-ray ye laparoscopic machine ni adeni na no ye betimi acheki bibia edi amount digital x-ray no eno no si etwawi a ye ne eye radiologists beyond borders anasi etimi cheki edi kowiase afa na nyina ema wo hu se bia wo beje results bi Medmosis a se wo se wo di 2 kwan kra na obetimi edi akọ accepted worldwide baby obekubia no ade se obetimi edi results a obenya ewo Medmosis aso ye no akọ ama bibia akoye edi ama na ye nupa no so na ye na nkrofo pi ebusa baby ombenya drugstore bia obekubia no ade se Medmosis enu no ewo ho no ma obetimi enya bi na odi edi udwuma Prostacure T eni Prostacure X enu no eye memedra eboa with eye Johnson mo how se bia prostate yare no ebi ewo wabusuem na na se what started experiencing symptoms say bia wo junso a emeye wo chimansa na junso na ba no Prostacure T and Prostacure X eno no ewo ho no say de na T no eye na dwuma no sa na X ne so etie enkrofo PDT ne ho adanse say junso no a block kra na say ema or started say of T na junso no etimi eflow ye the same way ana Prostacure X capsules no eno so no etia eboa ema junso no etimi eflow ye afei so ne wo Femacure X eno eye ema nko a edro eno say wo ba oba o menses emaye we oba ubu sa otiyaw we oba ebia na infections bi aye also krankro ekwa na aba maunsanka eye medmosis femacule x no eno no ebesiesie onipadua no esanso eye immune booster esanso prevent infections ekoso ewo nipadua nim oba bi ho no man menses no entimi emaye could be say o progesterone levels and say hormones are responsible for menses no ana edisa oha no eba obi so ewo bibi e friend say dysfunctional uterine bleeding and as time bia no ohun say emoja egu no ewo sabio na se ebi a enu time po a ewo say obu ne nsa no ni na no sa dysfunctional uterine bleeding no eno na edisa oha no eba mansanka femacule x no eno no ebetimi asiesi regulate eye hormones no ama eye menses no etimi eflow ye ama bibia akoye ana afa moja etutu in intervals no ni na no ebetimi ejai ama bibia akoye e de amount afa no aphromosis any medi plus eye nuanum mienu a omu enama eboa emema efa eye omu mema sem ho oye bema sebi o mema sem entimi enkoye obi ohonma sebi ne mema sem no entimi emma ne musu ye eno no aphromosis no ebetimi aboa ebi oho etimi ma ne ho so na so ahodin na ewo se enya no entimi enya ne sa aphromosis no ebebo obi so ho ane de no emma ne musu ye but odi ko agro na nia within some few minutes na sebio ne ho asane eno mediplus eno no extend eye o time a odi eye adwuma no eboa ema ahodin etimi ba o memanim ye ema bibia akoye enti ne sane mra ne se mediplus eti se wate ase a mediplus eno no eboa ema otimi edi bibia plus eti eno eye mema dra etimi eboa mema no ema bibia ekoyi o ma osaka aphromosis ne mediplus na weekend ebetimi ayede ama papa se de bra Kwame ebo ni trinko wetu se weekend ebeye de ama no papa afei medmosis garlic capsules eno kwa any garlic edra ewo maimu a ye de Ceylon cinnamon ashededen yenti de Ceylon cinnamon no ashededen ene se garlic no obi ohonu ma ofa oya na ose enka no aginenum obi ohonu ma ofa garlic na agi se ofa ne bebre ansa na wanya eye effect anke wo se onya no ana se ohawa o experience no just ofa garlic no for a long time ansa no wanya eye sa effect no cinnamon no because of eye synergic effect na ewom no eboa eye garlic no ema no etimi eye nadwuma yi enti se ebi mu dia wo fa no 3 times a day ni ade no medmosis garlic capsules no ye fa no once a day enti se bia wo how bi na se wo fa eye medmosis garlic capsules na sa no pa na wo fa na no pa eno anu se nwumre so na wo pese wo fa na nwumra eno anu tie ye once a day therapy a eno no etimi boa eye ohawa ewo eye onipaduanim eboa ema circulation se ye wo moja no etimi edi afrusa ne ye enti obi a otai complain se eye anase atai chi no so obi a owo cholesterol ewo ne nipaduanim ebi a wakoye test enti ya hu se cholesterol no ewo sro ni na no medmosis garlic capsules no etimi boa eyi sa ohaw ni na edi free ho eboa ma moja etimi di afrusa ni ye ewo nipaduanim ana afi no na ya aye titiri ni nervous issues ni na no etimi eboa eyi ni na efree sciatic pain so obi ohon mo se ni sisi etwe no ekọ ne nan mu etisa wo experience side na wo so hu se nerve na edim sensation ekọ nan mu no eno ana ohaw ba hu Saka medmosis garlic capsules na etimi eyisa ohaw ni na efree honum ema bibia ekoye edi amaw eno yinyina ukọ drugstore bia obetimi enya bi na odi edi odwuma ukọ drugstore bia obetimi enya eye medmosis enupa yinyina bi na odi edi odwuma opedudu etu a obetimi afre medmosis ye numbers no na afi wa be yaso e honum no aba betu do draw numbers no eye 0244 068 447 eye 0244 068 447 shene so se enro no eye prostacure T eno eye edra eboa majonso etimi ba femacure X eno eye emanko edra eboa with menstrual issues afi mediplus any aphromosis eno no mema ahode na afi medmosis garlic capsules eno eboa with circulation ema bibia ekoye ewo nipa
echechemu no da ho ebu da ho pa very very simple ti obi entu anamona medmosis for no monko na mone omo enya adwuma na bibia be kama e de ama nanu ya ena akwa bi ko medmosis oba na dance die chance ma from sisi 0244 068447 0244 068447 na odwimpa mu yene Dr. Zaneto Ajima Rollins ena etirase na yedi nkomo kole klote bibi besi weekend yi yanka say won 15 man term so eja na sokọ free ewutu senya east ɛkɔ mmeammea ahodoɔ ɛwɔ mfimfini mantam fi sɛ His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ɔde n'aporɔbɔ no nso ɛwura yɛne Dr. Senator Adwuma Rollins Honorable ɛtena se di nkɔmɔ a nea ɛsi wɔ mmarahyɛbadwa fie nura nea ɛkɔ so ɛyɛ abatoɔ kɔmisa aso ɛyɛ hɔ yɛbɛdidi ne nyinaa ho nkɔmmɔ na afei nso nea ɛsie ɛwɔ kɔle kurɔte no nso yɛde ne nyinaa bɛbrɛ wo na meka naano asɛm yi na mekae sɛ naano yɛ obi nam ne baabi wɔkɔ ne baabi sɛ ne asoma no sɛdeɛ yɛ o akɔneabadie yi a ne asoɔhyeɛ yi ɛna ne sika puduo bi sɛ ne firi ne bɔtɔm o sɛ ne nsɛm ne firi tɔ yɛ o ɛfiri tɔ nyame nkyɛ deɛ ɔdomfoɔ bi ehunu sika puduo yi ɛnyɛ sika ketewa asɛm na meka wo wɔhunu sika puduo yi na ɔde brɛ yɛn ɛwɔ XYZ wokuada yi a na ɛsi yɛ around 3 p.m. awia nwummerɛ mu wɔ no ɛna saa deɛ ɛsi yɛ sika puduo no ɔhu yɛ na ɔde aba XYZ na dan ha deɛ hia ne sɛ ɔbɛba XYZ yɛwɔ su abɛbrɛsɛm street yɛne St. Peter's Catholic Church no ɛna ɛdi anim hwɛ wodeɛ sɛ wonim baabi a ɛwɔ woduro su na aduro Oxford Street na ɔba photo club a busa photo club fɔ no sɛ XYZ fɔ no wɔyi wɔn bɛkyerɛ wo bra sɛ sika no yɛ wo deɛ abra bɛkyerɛkyerɛ mu na yɛhunu sɛ na deɛ woka no ɛyɛ nokora a yɛbɛdan sika no ɛde ama wo eti wei ɛyɛ adesrɛdeɛ a ɔdomfoɔ no de abɛto yɛn anim a yɛn nso yɛreka akyerɛ mo ɛna afei so naano kura yi na obi pɛ sika ɛde ayɛ adeɛ no wɔnya bi ɛna ɔte sɛ yɛyɛ me nsa aka wɔdaile star 274 star 10 hash saa bɛna ne yɛkyɛ 3000 wɔnya 3000 no ɛnya yɛkyekyɛ mu ɛma bi so ne nua so ma wɔnya bi kɔtɔ aduro ɛnya bi nso ɛde pɛ aduane tɔ diiɛ ɛma ne ho tɔn no ɛnɛ ɛyɛ 5000 Ghana cedis ɛne yɛde ma 5000 Ghana cedis wabra mekɔ lɔse heba mpanimfoɔ hɔ virgin sun aba man pk so a say 5000 Ghana cedis ɛne yɛde ma dial star 274 star 10 hash star 274 star 10 hash sɛ de bɛyɛ 5000 wɔn so wɔn nsa bɛka yɛyɛ de kɔ 5000 wɔn so de bɛkɔ sɛ
1005
wɔde yɛ bɛkɔ 1005
account deɛ no
mefa
1005
apɛnyo nyansa even abɛsɛ nsu wɔ me so no wada bɛdwane lɔsen heba
Master Kwame
virgin sun
ɛkɔ so
virgin sun
50
man pk
1000
man pk
ɔno sika wɔ no ho
ɛna efi adadeɛ na ɛkɔ so
ɔn sɛ ahemfo kyini na ebi di dabi akyi
that's right ose
ahemfo kyiniɛ ebi di dabi akyi oh mo kyini ebi wɔ no ma sika kɔkɔɔ si so ebi wɔ nso ana obi ayi sei no osi basa de sika kɔkɔɔ si so no de obi ayi sei ɛnyɛ pew
ɛni nti oka ko ti sei
kra de sei
uwie wo som ne sei
mi wie sɛ mi wie sɛ
wo som no wie
ɔhene ban deɛ ne papa yɛ de ɛte ase
papa wɔ firi
ɔfiri mu ba mɛ sɛ me kyerɛ wo sɛ so pɛ sɛ ehu sɛ akadeɛ wɔ ho akadeɛ wɔ ho
me no nenam
blog wɔ ho sɛ me ma hyɛ fitaa
enti na wutiri mu fitaa
wo kai jakalolo me se me nkyɛ mu mienu ɔse mu mienu mu ba TV no so no radio no so a wo timi sere saa yontuni jakalolo ɔso ɔkyɛ wo
ka kyɛ ne sɛ
jack
na sɛm ɔka yɛ ɛfa ɔsɔfo pani a ɔkɔtɔ kelewele a ɔka kyerɛ maame ne sɛ maame hwie adwonwo no nyinaa ka me ho ɛkyena gisika wei mɛma makyi bio no ɛyɛ a yɛ mede paa
ɛyɛ wɔtae ka ho anyway yɛnkɔ nkɔmmɔ ni mu ɛna deɛ mowɔ ma ɛ
Master Kwame deɛ di kan ma me na wase sɛ anɔpɛ wagye yɛfɛ so na yɛnkyea wɔn a ɛtie TVSYZ ne Power FM DwaboAse morning show no ɛyɛ big o na yɛ ana baabi yɛkeka kɔ no ano ɔden
that's right
na yɛmfa so nkyea tiefoɔ mɛsan so ahyɛ sɛ saa na obi biaa wote menka biaa ɛyɛ mosomfo virgin sun mene me nua panyin man pk ɛna anɔpɛ yɛatena se a yɛde apɔmde ho nsɛm ɛde brɛw na mɛsan so ahyɛ sɛ Lawson Herbal Center opi akyira kwan a yɛwɔ Kumase ɛboa kwa kena yɛsi wɔ Kumase ɛboa kwa kena ɛhɔ ɛna head office ne yɛde ɛwɔ na mmom a mo akra ha no yɛse yɛde nupa maako mmiɛnsa abadwaman so enuo ni ato apete Ghana capital town ya Accra nti yɛpɛ sɛ Accra fo nso ɛne yɛdi nsa wɔ so wɔn na ɛwɔ pharmacies herbal shop
na omo pe no do do agu na amanfo timi aba omo nche na omo nsa aka bi no mesrɛ mo omo mfrɛ sa number si number ne 0242 133 577 0242 133 577 0248 61 99 0248 61 99 Mr. Accra your Tesano Commercial Plaza building no as your pay abeka total na usabeka ye enroni amiensa
yes
your Lawson mixture your law care mixture your Lawson delay man capsules Master Kwame what ase enroni miensa nyina Lawson eda so nipa no kotona Lawson musu amane
mo onye
ahyenso de ba ko no
ahyenso ba ko no say Lawson daso
Lawson daso what
the name Lawson
Lawson
well guna mentor do
a law and a son ayaka bo
what ase enti anopen de di kan na me de etiefo di nkoma afa ho no Lawson heba mixture
no fire
edro we ye ba ya che but ye pese Ghana fo te aponti no ye gusu a ye bo ho dawru anu nti na brada ani fie de bia me ba ha
ana ya
sashi mukina wo ho wo he Lawson heba mixture so wo he ne brand ana ne package a wo be ka se eyo abrofuduro
yeah
ebi kura se eye mojaduro anasa black tonic esan se eduro ni packaging ne kama
pa
ena se wonu maduro ya de ne de yakoye honamani yare no
yeah
enye sunsum yare no odoma onya results ntem
wow
enti ye hwe se Lawson heba mixture na dwuma ebe na ye dai ekoni padue ne ma ekoye ana yare ebe na kokutia wona ya mepeso wo munum bi no sabi wona omode yakoye ahotutuo sasabro romanticism arthritis
whether necessary ye me sasabro yaba
hwe
wajama no
ye ya kese ne se uye nipa na wonya adwumaden woda sori a ya na honam emututu ana se emu ye wo ya enti obi wo hono a se de emiensa te ya ye kase ahotutu ana sasabro nti ni nipadua no da bia na wote yawo
yeah
what is emututu no
yes
emu hyehye no emu ye ne ya enti obi kura awso ne mu na umia na wote yawo
wow
ekuro ewo nipadua
yes
but o pedro a etimi ye adwuma fentinum na ekokum kura ewo nipadua m ana ekura ewo kasem a Lawson heba mixture enti mere wafo ne nkokorafo no ana ya sabi mu amumfie komanim no ana ya epese sa Lawson heba mixture we mutimi numbi because nipa bia no Master Kwame ana mampike unyina na epo yedai ebe nipa
bia nyina na epo ba
what yase enti wo pedro a onoma ebebo siesie nipa dua da bia nipa dua ne be ye from na Lawson heba mixture afi yanhwe wona omoda sori omonsa na ye tiriti na asensene mienu ana amiensa na akeka atoso obi transkakra bia ose agei anansi acheme enso anansi onye police ena oba ba becho hwese obi di akwa cholesterol slade ados woni paduanim obi di no sabi ni moja no entimi enko meyi enti abasa veins no entimi nya adwuma slade na sisi veins nim me pacho wa awutie mu anansi nye police hunu se ebia poor blood circulation na yede hawa fa Lawson heba mixture wodru mesrawo me maame me papa maka ne ya akire wo se onipa ya brabo a ye bo nyina ya ne ya no dendende no ya tamfo ya ba akopeu eno ane yare se yare ka to kete so a de wuye bia no asai unya kwan eno akọ adwuma so unya kwan eno akọ he osikasem mpo but mesese sauti apomudi ho nsem ana wote si ye ka aduro bi ho asem a mahu hiaw na adupa no ya bibiduro no Lawson heba mixture when at the sabi stroke yare akna to kete so a wontimi nsori nante no me pache wonom Lawson heba mixture na etoa edu no asori nante du okuta poma wonom Lawson heba mixture etoa enum no atopoma ato atwene ni nyina ya duro no ho adanse enyam na meka de onom ye no na de adanse de ne ye den ebaaye enti Mr. Ofa Dr. Lawson number no na ye ni nkomo na aduro no okọ kanshi drug na ubenya bi ato ho all the 16 regions ba bi a wo hye bia no ko pharmacy ko herbal shop ubenya bi ato number na 0242 133 577 0242 133 577 0248 61 99 man biki aka mienu enti mienu aka ne mija ama
Who is a penny shachira? No, yare.
And correct.
Penny shachira, no yare.
Wow.
If we say intense, and unti and ne. As some make catch them, men, me say no. And now, Friday, the Mijama, men,
very good.
Now, we could have made some a chadia for be am de my memma. Such a dear, or so when you be a mood. Now, Yakubu, some more kind, so Corbado and Sunyano.
Yeah.
So when you be who no catch and say, Mammy Bia, catch and say, and so many, and all my tio, Corona or Tono, Nakotobi.
More fire.
And Nunti, carry me go. I am lost in delay man capsules. No, Bema Biajibi. If we say, so go to Jumbe Din, when your granddie to me a now, so a delay man capsules. So Sissy Mubaya Dinny, what me a ginasia a check, what tenacia check, what me a nantiacha, a lost in delay man capsules. Now, per chino swap support too, a lost in delay man capsules. Mr. Rawa, bra, ya bo Tiruswa Charles power check. Yaki can some twitwe de akyerɛw enye de hia ne de onimu anie ye di su ani no afa amene ya afa ye yi mesrawa fa ye yi no busa oba ne se ye de no opa akyerɛ
fa ye de
fa ye yi ontimi nka asɛm no wo muna sa de aye de aka ho mesrawa opa akyerɛ se ye oba bi wa bra Kwame ne wiase oba ye nyina no ani gye ade ani gye onya bida ani gye no so nyina akɔ wie kete so losing delay man capsules ebema sa ani gye no abam ade ama no mesraw wo de boss wa no agimu 2 minutes ababa ye odin ama sese kura de ani gye wo be ma no kura wo ni bi da bia na awra ho didi ye delay man capsules ana me de ma wo na ade ye de ne se emema nyina hye no so se sa duro be nom no anom ni yi a emfa nsuo enom ni nua o kan ho ai friend se lawson law care mixture no ye no na wo de ye nsuo anopa wa me tupa ye mienu anumere wasa me mienu edi amame na afeebo se koba sa na bema de ebo ba ku kum no ma mienu.
That's right.
Afeebo se obema na sebe afon ahi aye ketekete atwe komu ensawansawa bi agu ano ho ana nsuo fita bi ye dai efri mu ba edi sisi ade bi abegya oso a wakoako enko no wei aye nubna inkohini ahama hodo ana doctor to ne bo ase aka bomu we natural spices suru wisa fom wisa no nyina bi ye dai egom
mo fire
ati onnumu a ennamu sa yade ahodo na adokoro wo no eyi ni nyina de ayede de afro de ama bema na ma bema nya hoden agina brane adidi ama no ho atom ema na ya age aduro na fa sese kura de beduru baabi no emema no ye ma ye nom local ni bi
na Equatorial Guinea abai de
bere
no monye
mesi
obu hunu no ma
asem ho
hwe wo saso da dia saso ye
na ayi bi kura na me hwe kura de be ma ne di asem ne bo ne yire no o se sere o se he o sere oba ne kura bia ba ka se akwa na yi no na emu odu
ne dia de twaso ko asem
enti misrawa bra num lawson law care ni bio na sister na no num law care no amasabi ahemfie ho awo kama ho aklosu achi afebon se ensu asabi ne gu oba no atenka no wonie no ni nyina ba be firi ha ma no ho ato no eba sa na ma wade no so enti oba ono so person ye virgin said the nfefo ye virgin ma enei omo number bia no mo friend Dr. Lawson the virgin doctor amane abranti otie ne ma me ye virgin as watimi awo no
mo fire
so hunu asam na mo ehu sewa virgin ne ma me ye virgin
yes ni nyina
achi no wasa wo
virgin
so me ye virgin so person ye virgin me pa chow oba nom Lawson law care mixture na emwo emma bibia enye kama na bra nana oba hemfie ho na oba behunu se de esi ho na fa okwa obesa ye dai ababio bra Kwame
obatin so
emma ne bebre na esu wo frɛ bra na wo mfi no ode niema bi yi ne ho an o ma ye busy enso no kura ne se ade a wo bai oba behunu ye no nani anye dai anye ho ontimi kan kyerɛ secret nene Dr. Lawson si en kan fan kyerɛ se siesia hemfie oyi na bibia enye kama 0242 133 577 0248 61 99 still na ye ne mu a na enom still na ye ne mu a na enom na hye no so se ho aseda na ye de in kind ye da mo ase
wo se ho aseda na ye de
in kind when you school na no say agrimo Unim no.
Agrimo ya wan. Idimatia.
Oh, agri wo Kumasi. Wasi nadamfo pa eno.
Oh sir.
Oh yes.
Oyadao.
Oh yadao.
Agrimo.
Aye.
Agrimo na say.
Na say also pedako na akodi be.
Ose bitimi ye. Na
ose do kwa abo.
Course ne ba ho. Course ne ba.
Masa.
Mo numbers ni yes, amu
0242 133 577 0248 619999. Obanyi kase the Kumasi ne mfa wonko fie ni fie.
Na say Kumasi de miami fie.
Na o so ba kakra.
Miami de mu.
O so ba
Agrimo wo.
Agrimo.
Ti wa hono.
Oh, watelo. Na kala si ehye yi Agribo kala bi wa bempe.
Na bi okoye adwuma ho.
O sa.
Okoye adwuma.
E de wa ya de.
Okoye adwuma.
Wa ba fie.
Wa ba fie.
Wa ba trase. Mo fire. Eti Virgin Sun and afenso man PK. Ya de ni nyina besi ya. Na otwe se na ye tipsi mu a. Na ya sa be ye bio. Madam asenso. And pay ye check 5,000 Ghana cedis. Eti lose heba na ati o mon kano. 5,000 a soup. HBA afidie no be wan no na ne wanya 5,000 cedis no ya bobo ne numbers na mama san nyina ate sabra ye kasa abo no otwe apa wo se medua sandan Dr. Zaneto Ajima Rollins, Dr. Zaneto Ajima Rollins, Honorable Dr. Zaneto Ajima Rollins, Kole Klote, Member of Parliament. Ono ni ane ne babedi nkomo. Nkomo ya ye babedi. Efani e babesi weekend yi. Ene we say weekend we home. Baby ane Kole Klote. Baby e be ye de pa ye Kole Klote. Oh yeah. Babe wabra Kole Klote soja no. The 50 mantem so soja. Baby e be ye green e Kole Klote this weekend. Oh yeah. E wa oni say Dr. Zaneto Ajima Rollins. E basa nante no ma be boama ya pomodin sam akwa nanim no. Wachitum pa. A victory walk. E kurimdie nante kase pa. E na ba koso miminde ya. Wa Kole Klote. Yabedi san kono ne no ma hodo a Dr. Zaneto nama wogusu a wo kire amansan se omunyina so emfa to abama no aba no de ya to ama na wie ekurimni de wadi awie but MPP for the nam no mugu omotutu nsam ade gu nkofo asumu enti na ba hia se da ne da nyina na bribia no wonya kwanya obeba fia o fia wura obeba fia no ne abedi nkomo no adan na ni suade hunu ade a kire Kole Klote ne Ghana nyina star 274 star 10 hash koswane dial in a 5,000 eye wo dia yede Dr. Zaneto Ajima Rollins wia Bernard Odro Tachi a chartered economist member of the NDC yene ne betra say they see wa America na bi betima si wo Ghana sa sankofa no eba sa akwa Ghana so sa akwa na yebedi sankomo no but a kind of a Roman rich traditional Chinese clinic or be a quite simple. Akomayadi, what you know, penny wants some liver problems, kidney problems. They say, Yajatum say, a Roman rich traditional Chinese clinic. What would the better decide in a Hujuma? Jomacha our Roman rich Indian High Commission in a dear Nimusha. But from 0546 450 672. 0546 450 672 and at 0556 121 863. Kaisa Roman Rich Traditional Chinese Clinic. Aya Dwa fi Dwada Kosi. Aya Kwasiada. But Dwada Kosi Fiada no. Anopa 8:30 that's no dream pemu anopa. Kosi area numero 4:30 that's no 9 pemu. And as Saturdays and Sundays, Memin Dani Kwasiada no. Waya Juma anopa no dream pemu. Kosi area bremu no me 2 p.m. So visit them right now. Sadabaya, stroke, heart diseases, diabetes, watching pay spine, a year liver and kidney problems. Sa howning in a ye be ye flu so. From 0546 450 672 0556 121 863. A Roman Rich Traditional Chinese Clinic. Yani momo, yani mdiomu to me ya joma tum. Emparabo, asemparabo, 24-hour economy. Christopher baby wo bia me chao Kane Maslok CEO Agbozo Herbal Clinic bema utu aboba na no nya nam bio emfa nkwada su mafie ama abusua na kete wasi utwabao abusuafo utwabao yade ni nyina akɔhwɛ ɔbaa no so yɛyɛ na yaka de bɛma wonim no kora no paa ɛnso wote wɔn no ayɛ koom ɔbaa no na ɛgyegyegye ɛboa ahodoɔ a yɛtoto boro no ɔno na ɛgye ama ne ho bɛma to anamɔ bɛma sɔre ma homene so bawura Agbozo Herbal Clinic de kɔhu dɔkota ɔbaa si ma yee candidiasis di wonya wode ne nyinaa ba Agbozo Herbal Clinic a Dr. Agbozo bɛtene taa hwɛ no kyɛ akwa ɔkwahye ɔne ahemfie no na bɛn from 0241 750282 and 0557 402 696 ne nkrabata na ɛwɔ tema no ɔmo community 25 Savannah Junction ɔne Deftrako Estate no ɛna di anim hwɛ from 0557 402 696 oh yeah Agbozo Herbal Clinic woman no Franco Trading Enterprise, that's why phone papa fie a free iPhone so kosi a year Nokia ne Samsung phone papa bia wuni mo wiase mo nyina oko Franco Trading Enterprise on sabeka ne dodo na enko se usika ntu usika ntwene e wo baabi bowura Franco Trading Enterprise wo pe TV papa dia bow them ama wo dem aye nika brabaji Franco Smart TV bi 32 inches kosi 100 inches and a Franco air conditioner there said ya misika ne da no o my Ghana ye wiam saka e bobra so and ya hwa ye Franco air conditioner chest freezers, refrigerators, washing machine, CCTV cameras papa pani bi e wo Franco Trading Enterprise Ghana baby abefa bi almost to ho from 0555 939311 05555 939311 Mami Subio 0555 it is 05 miensa 939311 and a 02464 22338 Franco Trading Enterprise. What that's why your phone papa pay fee and a pay sabre sasami say baburu bidin in sesum nano wo busa no say he kra na memfa mensa beka sika busia mensa ka promo ya ye eye munti and ye wo dial star 274 star 10 hash sika ya ye men won sabeka bi and na no pay ne wo dwumade iso ye ma 5,000 Ghana cedis etinienti amasa adaja me dia hwode nyina ewuram na simple wunti me pese won saka sika we wo deserve sika we eye wo dia and me pese obi a wanya pen and ebenya that is my prayer and me pese obi a wono wonje ade ya ye die no wono na me pese wonya sika no eye star 274 star 10 hash star 274 star 10 hash because one dial for capacity room for what did sham where I can see who bet me winnie with a for 2 trips of me wabra me can be bedin kunim me baba Jesus gawe Sika oje now the move for Kotria or Banu Suku visa and you house no and then you can say a wolf would so musu or Mumba yo mo call senior high school a brow more bre Sika mutria a man for Chiro mutri bromo braso mbenya sika and ya to no madia mo mumma and ya come to a so suku bonne ben why a baby say why suku free eti de yan se obedware udware wie ya wase usuku atade no aba se oboa hwe no ma hodo awofo to ene cedi to dollar yi said dollar na si abu cedi no ama cedi na ya mobonti na no ma pension na ye 4 cedis cedi to dollar ene ye kasa gina 17 cedis enam sa de nti eno ma boa ye de ama awofo osu brabaje 5,000 what star 274 star 10 hash star 274 star 10 hash Jimmy D Minton at the phone be amount Mimbetra and the at the phone be a dance amount Adia where ye a croji ya tia ye who nim what did you make can I say Obiani obakwa ko chinchima fidie amena diabu obi This is your choice. Good morning. Honorable Dr. Zanetta Ajima Rollins. Wabo, waba. Wabo, waba. The woman of the moment. After the American say, I say Edu Brese Wagana Nase and Tawantawa Bana Rima she I say ye kabi maminka be a memono ye to tunase na institutions of the state no ye de na husuane ni ojina mano etwitwi forma. I think God has designed it in such a way say Sabrano na Dr. Zanetta Ajima Rollins ebefia. You go back all the times I ye next year ewofiano. Just go back and remember, would you cast your mind back? Na dwendwe no ma ya na si Sabrano. Me say Nyankopon ahye da hye say within such periods no wakasa na akoma ba fam wakasa no bia atenie ntia tebia ne tie ase. So this one, it is occasion, fashion, design by God. Hallelujah. Obi anyi collection. This one is designed by God. Honorable Dr. Zanetta Ajima Rollins said, now ye Mamun to say the Edika Cano, and Nanti Cassia be a bell cost, and yes, ye Nanti Keko. Ye Nanti, ya dying BB, the idea, the Kudim Debia, and Nam Crossway Bass, say MPP, Mrashabe, your 4 crowd, tomb, Womoka Semun, Bibia Daddy, so Mangas or my bread. It ya 2 women to a 2 hour with your mocha. Eti, Nanti never cost a weekend way. Oh. You will be baby a free baby. You bet Nantiam and normal swat. Hallelujah. Honorable Dr. Zanetta Ajima Rollins, a very, very lovely good morning to you.
And a good morning to you. Wapomoe.
Yamina Daruma, Bibia Jinaye. Boko. Now swear.
Yamiadum. Yekitum. Yes.
You could tell one. Now I'm grandma a bad day. Me say, near one no. Na one person here way bibia gina ye die
na so hwe de koso Ghana e de mai kra na e wo se me ma wo sa question obi.
It's interesting.
Yeah, e nyame adom because de hu no de e me wan say ennemre se wo ko run nkrofo woni nkrofo e bon komo a e bi ni mo hokora po a still a wo mu hu ni nti a wo se wo sesa government.
I didn't see that sir.
Obia wona dream, but I'm say the other thing and say ebia a drew points be a binum a give you up.
Oh wow.
Yes, because in real say yeah go around yeah ne or baby or crown run a shop now or free a quantintin or the bank crime and no pebia na I feel your baby a drew. Obesisa card to say man come back kan maybe a mienu ansa na wa bedru na abedru say no ne bona afi dia ode ye transportation no oba Monday a on kofie oda shop no
baby oton dia
no na afi Friday enumre na kofie enti ono de wa ya na dwen say abato no de ontimi fa car in free baby o free emma emeto aba nti aba no onto
ni gidie wa manwofo mu kwa.
Yes, na se wo hwe ne body language na wa ye mobo like she's in a state of despair. Wo na se wo hu nipa sa onye abrewo she obeye ebia probably in her 30s. Yes. Na to see a young person losing hope like that. It's an indictment on us because it means, say, as leaders, as politicians, as the one of my the responsibility of running the country, Aisha wants him. There's been a huge failure. You should not have the hope of the youth just completely dissipating like that. To the extent, say, just say, Enigia crapo, I was say, or the koto abano crapo, any ho. And there are people like that. Yeni woman sheda, yeni woman bon komoda.
Yeah.
But enra mamina yeno no bon komonditi. It saddened me. It saddened me because I bear to say politicians binum in their mind no shemfa wo ho.
Wow.
They're not understanding the impact of their actions on the people who they are there to serve. No, we have to do better. We really have to do better. And I think say na one year na me catch and say na I'll do better. I think it makes people feel like you're not taking them for granted.
That's true.
But so when you have a situation where nipa krono say onti jai onti obia de ne de oye den ya obefa kwan bia so a opesa odefa so enya de ohwehwe no a twese on reading mood no of the country, on test the temperature no, on who said the ekoso no amount for any nje ho nti e say obra ne ho ase kakra na twese se bibia ni krapo a on look for consensus and now say look for a way of moving forward and for so much acrimony and animosity
yeah,
then you know that we need to really look at how we're practicing our democracy because it should not be like this.
And as someone working yeah, the go straight to baby how you membership be fie near esi Nancy emo Nancy speaker ni ye kasa he won sentwefo nhia mu no oda nsem bia de ogina ye mamra no so e ka say ladies and gentlemen, the powers of the judiciary ends where the nose of the parliament starts. The constitution is very clear on freedom of speech and of proceedings of parliament. Articles 115 and 116 grant members of parliament privileges and immunity of speech, debates, and proceedings on any matter or thing brought by a member of parliament in or before parliament by petition, bill, motion, or otherwise. These articles you are carrying on, the Kenyan number 115, they say, there shall be freedom of speech, debate, and proceedings in parliament, and that freedom shall not be impeached or questioned in any court or place out of parliament. And Article 116 says, subject to the provisions of this article, but without prejudice to the general effect of Article 115 of this Constitution, civil or criminal proceedings shall not be initiated against a member of parliament in any court or place out of parliament for any matter or thing brought by him in or before parliament by petition, bill, motion, or otherwise. Meaning that you be a basic pressure with your fiabiano, and one a better. And then court at the ruling biaba. Speaker say, New Macano, and to talk pressure with your fear, Edumase. And a member of parliament to the crowd were ye, Sana Mona would 2 a weekend pressure with your fear. And one baby I abedria. Say, Omo Crampo must say, Yambe ya buying business no. Omo kwaya caucus meeting and mom betenasia and right you too much with the future and that wabra him die besamba. What is happening?
Honestly, even for me, and way in my second term, this has never happened before as far as I'm concerned. Now, I think they say what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Mempire Boane say, at the end of it, we come out with a solution that strengthens the independence of the legislature. Now, dear, what's a ye because as we know, Parliament, if it's a year, it's difficult in the sense a be part of a hybrid system. Omampeni the ministers near appointees or ye be free parliament. Na ye name say parliament one of ye juma and say was say ye play an oversight role over the executive. Na yemfana say ebia ejuma bi wo ho. Ena yafa say hwede me ye no so na say me ya de na enya na wetia me na so can say we de wo ye no den.
That's right.
Now, if me foul say, okay, meaning say the wash a horse ye juma way, but me so me ma way juma, me say be ye me
That's right.
Right?
Yeah.
Inti at the end of that day, no. Say BBC why then now become no. And it's a real difficulty as we face in Parliament. Because I bear to say we have a combination of systems Emma obia wo parliament na ebia wo government and a wo ho na Emma so yeah dear that full independence no any ho and it's something that has been admitted by both sides of the house I hear the government and opposition sides nina inti the Americano is nothing new but maybe we really need to start looking at some of the things a dahwa you've pan for granted say it won't cause any problem. Now you shemuye. Inti minim say a lot of people have called for, constitutional reviews and things like that. Yes, this is our longest lasting republic because there's something unique about constitution where it has just endured, but it hasn't endured in a vacuum. It has endured because we've managed that. There's been also, even in terms of security services, part of the reason why we've had this kind of continuity, NSA, there's been a way of going about things so that there's some sanctity in their institution.
Yeah.
But we've seen a gradual undermining of the independence of various institutions, various agencies. Now, Sabio, Sauti Akunyaso, now we'll Sikai. Now, there's only one thing that can happen. Eventually, you will fall.
That's right.
So, we must make sure we are not doing anything that will cause us to become unstable. We have 28 days left to the election.
Yeah.
This is not an ordinary election.
Yeah.
This is an election after 8 years. And we all know in Ghana, traditionally, Ghana after 8 years, almost is a presidency, almost is a party now, and at the presidency. And there's a lot of tension, and over the period of this NPP government, Ebinum have lost some confidence in the Electoral Commission as well. So there's a lot riding on the transparency of this particular election, on the fairness. We've seen issues with the register, polling stations, numbers no and make it sense. There have been things that are what we will call red flags. Now, baby, Sabi, no matter who you are, whether you are an incumbent or not, I will say who say for the sake of the future, for the sake of even creating a stable environment where investors will be comfortable to come and invest, we must make sure the steps are far towards the election. Ninyema in the lead up to the election. It's not making people lose confidence in what is possible to do in this country. And for me, I think, and menya lawyer.
Yeah.
And I'm not the most experienced member of parliament. But references now, Speaker A, he picked it from the Constitution. So there is a document that we look at. And your friend precedents. We've seen this happen before in the 7th Parliament. And I feel, we have to find a way to come to the table and have some kind of a conversation that moves away this level of acrimony. Obibeka said, we could now in a press conference. Well, it's just a idea or but you see, the impact on the psyche of one of my ATSRs in same way. It starts to create a feeling of, are we safe? Because I bet to say one of my you expect they will manage these things a little bit better. And now you're wondering what is going on. And you're thinking, or let's say, one of my any, part of the legislature are now not part of the system, may not appreciate some of the little nuances are So from what you're seeing, you start to get worried and you're thinking, is everything falling apart? Because it's starting to have that appearance. And sometimes, about Nema say, it's not always what is fact, it's what people perceive. Into Biadiano and say, but dear Cosono and man crofo e feel say I say to the point where I feel people are starting to get worried. Because Enra ne Nrechi, baby ayabeko bia say a fitting shop or so be hairdressing salon. Obia sa questions we omo bisa say into a dear nekosui. A dear nekosui. You drew one fitting shop bia papa bi can say. Well, someone amoye approval of sa a judge see.
Yeah.
I had nothing to say. I had nothing to say because at the end of the day, people are observing what is happening. And it shows Ghana for are discerning. We need to be a little bit mindful and so that we build confidence in the institutions of governance. Say the beya say ya to abano outcome na ebebano. Obi abeje atumu se nokre say na esiye obi enwiemu obi ansese bibiara obi anye de emfata de esiye no ye ninua ya je atum say the right thing happened and then we move forward because at the end of the day mene wa yete hey 7th December ye ninua ya koto aba at the end of the day isi kind results no whatever they may be on the 8th. Wow, sorry, you should be able to get out of your house. Like I said, make sorry. Yeah. So yeah, Juma sorry. I also to me sorry if you would die. There should not be a concern after that election. Say, oh, say anything basi. After all, look at the way the world has just gone quiet. Some people are in shock with the election from the US.
America, yeah.
But the end of the day is life must move on.
That's right.
The election, and yes, it must disrupt our lives. And what we do leading up to it is important. And for me,
that's so we two near Bema a year up in your market for because already a year or more anymore Rashabi. So we two for dear Nabaka because I did be a material Rashabi and said, some more bam Rashabi, no more batten as a Jumana. A year and a papano leaders in any speaker, echo share. What doing, Marco Ben Cromo, Yamu decide no, now coso.
Exactly.
Concern be our wa, ya solve war, Ben Ranga San is here, or Cocos meeting.
Yeah.
Why, yes, we will bury Namaso, what to Adiana said that. So, Utu for the Nabacacheno.
Enra, actually, Enra, no, to be quite honest, before every sitting, or before every week start at the beginning of every meeting share make a business committee a committee lay out more or less the timetable for the week ahead. Business committee in share and so that in itself was quite peculiar because normally by 9 not business committee share latest 9:30
one also of Mamusha.
Oh, clerks now work committee, and it is also by instruction of leadership.
Okay.
But there was no such meeting. But actually, I guess maybe that should have been an indicator. It didn't actually cross my mind until yet say I say business committee crap I think my humble piece of advice and I say we must remember that at the end of the day ejuma na ye some Ghana for. Now, part of our role is not simply about say ye debates, ye bisa questions, ye pass emotions. It's also about making sure say Ghana for don't lose belief or faith in the system that we are practicing. Because also there also in other countries you must realize it can happen anywhere at any time. So you must protect and preserve what you have.
That's right.
We must not let Ghanaians lose confidence in us. I feel even when it has come to this point where now publicly my humble suggestion would be this. We have 28 days to an election. Let's think about the people of Ghana. Leadership should meet. And your meeting bia na ye de cameras ebemu. And your meeting bia na ye ma ubia so te say ye share and I say. There are a lot of meetings that have happened with leadership on both sides. But at the end of the day, it creates room for the right thing to happen.
Yeah.
My humble suggestion would be say ubia ma na kumanto ni yem na yen dwen Ghana ho. Mpenimfo no enhia said ye a woman ne speaker Asia no woman shia na woman Georgia na yen share the way forward because at the end of the day there are some things that you can't dispute. Numbers no so subtraction na arithmetic no say NDC has more numbers than NPP. But it does not mean that governance becomes something that cannot be done.
Absolutely.
That's where compromise, that's where that negotiation comes in. That would be my suggestion.
To leadership.
Yes.
But then again, the speaker so kind. May come back.
No problem.
Or can say me what the press conference said. One of the reasons the Ghana for 2 aba said you must see 2 years in Mrashebe fie. Abe said yes here, you know. Because Ghana 4% MPP ni NDC ye juma bomb. Said about my Ghana akwane nim. Edi na esi sad ye no kwan. Is it the case NDC are you ready? MPP are ready?
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, Unim, let me just use yesterday as an example. Yeninra campaign. Yeninra said yenya maximum 3 weeks because within a few days to election, there's no campaigning allowed. And Yenfan said we have 3 solid weeks left of campaign.
Yeah.
No biana won't cry. A binum free north and a buy, upper west, upper east. A binum free bono a buy because we were recalled.
Yeah.
And he said, Obia, every baby or yen campaign and in near brea or winning in the elections now. FJBB Abba to play a role as a member of parliament because we've been recalled. I think that it would have been in better faith, say at least yen ra yen xiao. But that did not happen. And I felt that it was unfortunate. I felt it was unfortunate because it's in that room. And I'm common I was say bono. Yeah, boss debate or why I was saying na ye. I just feel say if the intention was not for us to meet, I'm not fully understanding why the recall was done.
Could that have been the intention?
I say if that was the case, because we were supposed to come back, and our duty as members of parliament, if you are recalled to parliament, you're supposed to be there.
Yes.
You have to be there because we're Jumano with primary mandate, is starting in the house.
It's na subo mo de bomo NDC say mona say Ghana for who say mom pese mo beboa ama free SHS ye nyamra bi e de abata akire mona mu si ho kwan say mo ma ban no ma de da ni so no I didn't right to do that.
You know something? I think that let's be truthful. Because social education committee and young MPs in Kwanete education committee no so NDC for ethics committee no so. Did you ever hear that NDC members of committee are blocking our policy way? No, because it's something that we believe in. The problem was the implementation. Musisi ada a school adaya and collaborate nemu. And I'm more implementing idea more share the sustainability in terms of how to sustain it economically. My role a day out a fe mu baby a mbenye sikano a sustaining programming a fe more creative shift system because you didn't put enough infrastructure in place for the children to be able to have everybody going to school at the same time. And I hear you say ours is not about because also the FQ this was a policy that we started.
That's right.
I went to JSS. I was part of that first generation. So it's something I can't hear philosophy home. But when you are implementing something as a government, you must look at its sustainability and you must make sure, say, in passing that thing through and making it happen, you are not creating another problem. In the NDC, you can't say you be cancel BBR. There you can say, shift system, no. I will say you put the infrastructure in place. Now you're in trouble because it is not helping our children. I collect me in school. Now bet enough here for 3 months at a time. Now what do you say at the end of the additional a becanitim? It's as simple as that. Inti sa kasa no dear, many women yarding. And I even heard all kase NDC4 we're trying to create chaos. Sebe. We are all representing people. Now yenma ye NDC4 no. And your opia ewa your constituencies and ye NDC ni. We are there to serve the people, and it is very disingenuous and very unfair. So bejina media nim aka say yen epese akosi chaos and ka epese akosi chaos and ka dia akosi inka, would we be quiet and just complying? I think that was an unfair statement, and I feel say it was in bad taste. Still can't say you cannot just tarnish people with one brush stroke so close to an election.
Wow.
Let's make sure that the election is free and fair and transparent. Don't try and plant seeds in people's minds. Say election, then we'll create problems, and this is the way move it. No.
Wow.
No. Let's not be like that.
Now, speaker, also say for contempt today. Get your mon and no kasa to the sense that you media ya GB. Yes, it's a say crowd ya kasama mododo.
Really? So where's the freedom of speech? Where's the freedom of speech that is enshrined in our constitution? Are we a democratic, a constitutional governance country, or are we just doing ad hoc? As and when we wish, no? Now Obiafa constitution or say. So on pedia koswa, now asesemu. No, let's not be disingenuous. Let's not be disingenuous. If freedom of speech was fair when John Mahama was president, freedom of speech must be fair under President Akufo-Addo.
On fire.
We must not switch things around. There should be consistency. So bibi wo hona enye na obi aye bibi afani pa call National Media Commission.
That's right.
If you're not happy with the way the Media Commission is doing things, have a committee to review it. But let us not start dismantling the things that are keeping Ghana up as a huge beacon of democracy, not just in Africa, but across the world. Mo betoye, you should not leave it broken. You should make it better than when you came. That is how a democracy evolves. Business Committee Ayewohe, recently we did a benchmarking trip to the Parliament of Rwanda.
Yeah.
Rwanda, Debia, Obiaka, and Rwanda. The history that they've had to get where they are now, no. And Yadia Ghana for should ever pray for.
No way.
Or wish on their worst enemies. Now, so that has taught them lessons on how to create, I suppose, more harmony within their governance system, and making sure, say, for example, in Ghana, Parliament has not, till date, under this fourth republic, no. Government year budget, woman de ba said the woman de ba na.
Wow.
In Rwanda, there's a committee in Parliament that takes part in the budget cycle at the very beginning. Into budget, no, by the time it comes, no, you are not going to reject it because you've been part of it. Yes.
Your committee
account. Parliament, they start there. There's no way say budget no Parliament at the end of it Parliament be rejected because they've been having that discussion from early on in the budget cycle. Also, no, they include community engagement as far as how the budget is put together. And by the time the budget is passed, they've also considered in terms of priorities, the communities that are involved, the projects that should be involved. Bear in mind, Minkah said, "Our system no you're perfect too," but there are things that we can learn.
Yeah,
there are things that we can learn so that when we talk about consensus building and good governance, no, and yeah, we are doing it in theory. We are actually putting in structures that allow for greater involvement and inclusivity. We have a new committee in Parliament, a budget committee. Women are going to play that role, God willing, in the next budget cycle. There will be earlier on involvement in the budget that before it comes to the House.
Wow.
Well, these are little things that we should be looking at as a people. And let's leave the other things aside, EMFA progress, Emma. For example, in Rwanda, the Speaker of Parliament cannot, by law, come from the same political party as the president.
Wow.
Yes.
By law.
By law. We need to look at it and understand, say, if we can create greater consensus and greater synergy, some of these acrimonious things are easy, or at least not to this extent.
Yeah.
We have to think about this country.
Very well. You're bringing to Electoral Commission after Yaba Kole and the way you afraid you doubt when you maybe I can't be a surveyor, Mesubete Kama. It couldn't be an anti, but Electoral Commission, 29 days to elections. When TV Mekanche Ghana for Nipadodo or my register, Omuba Betuaba, my party that raising concerns, other political parties are raising concerns. But Subarasari say, oh, Kratana Medema Manyoku, I would want Nani and Nia Pane say, Omonko, no more Monkunta, no more who Nipadodoa, Eba Betuaba. Meanwhile, provide a figure. Error was idea way more.
Oh my goodness. Onim. I'm last time in my example be.
Yeah.
It's a very extreme example, but it's just to illustrate the importance of being open and transparent. Who's a member one year example you who said you may a casa cake and your reality.
What you see?
Very good. Young fan say a beer. BBC and now year who say I want or baby air bonkomo. First no now lock your phone. Na said the seminar bedroom. To say when you pin in your phone no so suspicion no anchor.
That's right.
Until now, for the sake of bringing peace in the house, no, you have to now go the extra mile. When you because why no now they are channel. It doesn't mean that everything has to be out there, but you see, maybe once it happens and people start getting suspicious, to build trust again, no, you must go the extra mile to be transparent. And I feel, say, to an extent, no, EC is not understanding the value of that trust that the public should have in them. It is crucial that at the end of an election, no matter what the outcome is, the public will not question it. And when any questions arise, it should not be based on whether or not there has been a lack of integrity on the part of the Electoral Commission. Because between them and the court, they are given that mandate so that Ghanaians can trust the electoral process. You see, the fallout from an election where people NG system nidino is too much. We can't take that risk. Not in this year, 2024.
That's right.
Not at a time who say there are democratic reversals are AC around us. Not at a time when we've seen say the number of attacks are AC because of terrorism, armed terrorism, violent extremism, air costro. We can't afford to create a system where people start losing faith in what we have. There one me too quite other African countries. Yeah, we should not destroy what we have. But those who are vested with the authority, woman they oversee programs to say elections. Yama almost opportunities say woman some Ghana in positions of such authority. No, they must understand that a jumana womo yeno. It's not just for their reputation. The entire security of this country is at risk if we don't manage what it is that people perceive is happening, even behind the scenes of what the Electoral Commission is doing or what various agencies are doing in the lead up to the election. Because I bear to say, well, now you don't want to create a situation where obia are suspicious. It's no big deal, crap, not a sparky problem, you know. And this election, a lot of places have been flagged as flashpoints.
That's right.
And this year, compared to previous years, it looks as though there are more areas that have been flagged.
Wow.
That's not a good sign. What have we been doing over the last 4 years? Because you see, what you want to do is to see that in EBIA 2020, we have, for example, for example, now EBIA 20 flashpoints in a particular area. Over the years, they started looking at are there any reasons now these particular areas were seen as flashpoints? Have they managed to address them? What you want is a situation where 4 years later, it's not 20 anymore. It's, let's say, 10.
That's right.
Or 5. But if it's on the increase, it means that something is not right. Why? I feel that the EC really needs to be up and moving on trying to restore that level of confidence in Ghanaians just by simply doing what they are meant to do. Well, right now, there's one thing I waka, register. That alone will reassure Ghanaians you have nothing to hide.
Yeah.
And I think it's important. And no say won't be a register for people to go and check.
Yes.
But that extra step must happen. Because, for example, our Meme constituency, by some strange miracle, I better say MPP for any access to the database. One different for register.
Wow.
I don't know how that happened. I don't want to sit here and speculate, but your guess is as good as mine. Well, we shouldn't create a situation where it looks like some people are being favored over others and how data is being shared. Because actually, by law, you're not meant to. You're not meant to. Adia wako hosewo koye registration. I would do details amano. You should not be finding your details in somebody else's phone or their database. I want more free or bisa on some. and are almost sending messages. How is it happening? Then you should say it's free for all. Not obia into me yebi. But you see, protection of data is key. So all kinds of people should give you their data. You must protect their data. And I think that's something that we also need to take seriously as a country. Well, I think there are only a few things left where people should start now doing class action suits against some of these agencies that are not protecting the data of the public.
Class action suit.
You know something?
As a Nibia, and also GDN no form.
Well,
say the
ECOWAS court. You see, we must understand that there are structures that if you're not getting justice in your country, you can actually escalate to another. It shouldn't. It shouldn't. But then it almost serves as a check and balance. So that one of my ABI, they are not getting what they feel is fairly theirs in their own jurisdiction. No? Because we are signed on to certain protocols and we are part of certain treaties, it means that now you can also escalate to the next level. But I really hope that the EC will do what has to be done, because we have to make sure that the public has no questions about the sanctity of this particular election. You call round and Crawford and their only thing is protect our votes, protect the ballot box, protect the ballot box. Why should individuals be completely just always saying this? It means that the trust level is not high. It shouldn't be so.
Because that's a major concern running across, even to the flag bearer.
Yes.
John Dramani Mama or canning some in area. The crack is a bit my boy man or buying.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, what happens at the polling station makes a difference. And last time, Oba Clote colony, or can be, which was actually very interesting. You see, everyone at Obejna polling station now will observe a counting and now voting. Let your phone be your source of evidence. Everyone should become a reporter on the day. Now, Ebana say, Bibia we have people who have video evidence of what is happening there.
That's right.
And I hope so Obia answer and Kasa say, oh, polling station area, no man phone number. Don't put your phone in the polling booth. Understood? But we reserve the right to also be citizens who are paying attention and protecting what is ours. Into no dear me say everyone now be polling station be winning. Yanum ya your polling agents. We are making sure say ye trainee and crowfree na to know what to be looking out for, to keep an eye on things. But honestly, I pray, and I've said this before, say security agencies they must remember that they are not there for regime protection. They are there for the state. And to say, we a security service need, whether immigration or say police or say soldiers or say fire service or say prison, so whatever service you belong to. Now say you've been posted to a polling station. Remember, say, what you gonna. Remember, say, protection of the sanctity of the vote. Anyway, Juma, making sure that things are going correctly, not what you are being told to do by somebody who we can't see. We need to make sure that the integrity of our security services is maintained throughout this electoral process as well. They shouldn't allow people to tag them as being stooges for anybody.
Very well. All right, yeah, but back on the clock, now for your head, you made a down you so baby. Now, Cherry, but Mikhail said, what dial star 274 star 10 hasha 5,000 cities a year, Masabria, Yane Dr. Zaneto Ajma Rollins, later Bernardo Drotechi, Eddie Comono, what dial pet on Sabeka says Cano, Wabra, I can see a prayer, Coco Swanti, dial star 274 star 10 hash. That means I can power jackpot 5,000 CDC. Also, Sabeka, Honorable Dr. Zaneta, you are running CAB. Hey, where do you have one crack? Star 274 star 10 hash. Who you be? CD to dollar no affect you so ada.
Hey, minya.
17 CD. Sabre.
Eh, what was say? Hey, ya dey oh no. Please, mama number no be okay. What dey here?
Okay, for be a one star 274 star 10 hash. Dialysis here. What dialysis here? Follow prompt no nafe. Also beka against it's any down no. Why the come on. Anyway, now carry a titi uchina. Or try remember 9th November 2024. A dear you made your cassia near Basua, Matuni and Kunimdi Nantie, as I just say.
Oh, well,
see, and to Abano.
Yeah, and to Abano. By your GDA say, ye din kunim inti we de Thanksgiving.
Wow.
Yes, Thanksgiving in advance. But ye per se ye shaky grounds no kakra. Wow. For the last at least 6 months ni ya call round ye ne nkrofo abonkomo ya nante o.
I can imagine.
Men pap one why ya nante pa, but I think at the end of the day no one ma ye no mo abonkomo ni bibia no, we just want to gather. Now woman who say they are not alone. We are a lot of people are ye what GD say the NDC edebano eyadepa. Now we have that support. Because sometimes as a football no na ebi a team bi wo ho na wo mu ni a crowd a good crowd morale no as a from kakrebi. Right. And sometimes even as a spectator you feel better when you see say nya onkwa na ho you have more people, and it's just to let people feel encouraged say as difficult as things are no, there is hope. There is hope, and we want to remind them say NDC say we do things in the interest of the country. Your family and friends, you drink Ghana my home, you drink your mouth home. And it's just to remind people who the NDC is, what we stand for, and to let them believe say election we are you create 2 votes. Me create 2 votes. Yeah. Me one for presidential. Me to Mahama. Na my for parliamentary no. Na my to mama.
Meaning say you 2 money me no.
There be.
And you create 2 votes.
Yeah, one each.
Okay.
One presidential. Na you nim say Nkrofo PA can say down number 8. So one to abada. What for ballot paper now? One show you now I confused because I can say number no we here. Number be any ballot paper no so. Inti baby a chinye no wono. Eho and now be you say.
To say you show TV do so.
Inti say ya. Na wo be ye okokomoti sideways. Won ye ne say. Na we ye ne say na ebia enk no ekoshe obi box mo a. Nipa all kind no onim de wo wadwen mu. Inti onhu say aha and na opesa oto aba enti na yesisa wo oto aba na wo yen sideways na box na e wo mu no sa na wo mo ballot paper na normally no say na wo mo abobo no lengthwise said the beya baby a obeto aba no baby a obeye a thumbprint no ebekọ akoda nipa kro no nanim because one bobo paper ni ye na wo ye ne say ya abeye double voting because ink no bekwa akotare baby foforo enti na womo bonus say womo de ma okrapo normally no say na ete but se wonni ma just to be sure no you do it lengthwise meso me de no ye mienu pe wo de me hwe ha de wo de aheya waho me na me ye oba no wom na easy no me hu se picture no wo me twa so kakra wo hu se enya hwe wo de hwehwe umbrella no enchen hwa na wo ye ne say
wow
wo ye mistake wo kwan obetimi de asesa ballot paper no wotimi de koma EC official no na catch and say why you mistake into on fa from ma obeje de why you mistake was no everyone same now the foforo amount said the beya obetimi akoye correct thing no inti say you mistake menstru
eno no ebrebeya ebra wo de ato adaka mu
debi won yam fan to adaka mu wo booth no voting booth no a bia nka wo be ye ne say na ade na eba say streak kakra bia ba ha now say debi we wan hwe ya wo mo kenkan ya wo mo fan ma doctor enti me ko sesa paper no wo de command pa de ma na ka chen say why you mistake on fa from ma wa or the for be ma or the ma wa na wa ye ne eno ano no na wa paper ink no I wo kokromoti no so said the be ya won fa print no and yeah other parts of the paper just in case in folding it na won sa tire baby enti wo ye voting no na paper won sa na face wa bo lengthwise now they akoshe ballot box no
wow
ai
okay enti wabra ye we nyina no e de na mo betima ka chia me ho ada ye ho so say sabra cedi to dollar mo abem na ye 4 cedis and na bedu 17 cedis mo ba mo betima ya me na ba form ama ye ho atoye because ye kasa titi nyina ye sike ni wentra ye na mo be
well one say near Pia sa government way in Kawamo Casas various taglines no 1D 1F D and Kawamo ye a Jumananka Sanka. De Hunanka Uncle Sanka ye nya bibia and ye campaign. Because if you actually improve industrialization in your country, you stabilize the exchange rate.
Yeah.
But I bet to say we are just consuming, producing, in spite of people saying, we may see factories, no. Of course, you are importing everything. Of course, the dollar rate will be what it is.
Yeah.
And I fake no so I don't know. Nah, just say no credit back. And then also just mismanagement of our resources. Well, now one of the key things are a 24-hour economy per se the banner. We have a lot of things that will be underpinning that, including reliable power generation and supply. You see, you see, this is, look, there's so much that we will see, Ghanaians will see when we come to power.
Wow.
Because, well, resolve it, doom so now, Ebinum said doom so never stopped, no. I feel the almost in shift. Said the almost shift system for SHS. No, sana doom so almost in shift. Inti so when be when you who say no na ekoso. True. Almost haka kra now they acquire baby for sana. I don't know street lights. No, most of them aren't working. Well, but anyway, back to the issue of, for example, the 24-hour economy, or for example, the apprenticeship program now, for example, my main final, for example. So, sure, a lot of people are ACNs and Wijuma, whether it's to do with spraying, welding, electric engineering, then you must have one my air fitting shops, no, for example. So, sure, BB Sana. Emrante P. Person say Jumano. Sikana the Ebama masters now the best idea now womuni binti womotit fee masters now wo no anka person mo chi ade no e wo ho but womunya nkola no enchire mo ade we ade I say to get this number of people are womotifia womunya hwe no off the fee now coming into the workforce. We need to do skills training, which means say apprenticeship program as part of our policy is to support the masters to be able to train.
Wow.
Now you provide allowances for one of my so that you are pairing those teaching and those willing to learn. Because skills development so a whole group of your population skills. So it means that when you are having the industries where you need them, you can't employ them.
Okay.
Increasing your productivity is important, because if you're increasing your productivity, that also means that your economy is moving. You're creating employment, generating more income. But if we don't do any of these things now, what we're saying is what we're saying.
I don't need spiral effect in another some time ago on Joy FM. No, so there'll be a cyclical spiral effect. We see the now what the above form no. Net will be show.
But 8 years no say 8 years no and 28 days naka to election. It's time we give it back to those who did it, who said they would do it and did it. Baby Adruno, one more dear share COVID, one more dear share Ukraine, but they are not taking responsibility for their part in how we got to this point.
All right. You're back to the walk now. It was you better say free.
You better say free 5 junction.
Okay.
And because constituency is into 2 parts. You will also sector near the Braka sector. Normally say a call walk now you walk in Kwa. You the whole constituency. But because you be share our kasapa for the launch, you pesa and crofo be bread do. Into one of my osuno, but start free 5 junction. I be share yenoma. You be start free at the Braka side Into you be share roundabouts. Na ya nante edia kasapa. Na fe small AEV launch vi just to ginger the grounds. Na afe ya man crofo who say juma na this whole time na ya no yen ye didi no juma no. This is the outcome, and I believe say it'll be a good indicator so people know say nyasa yete hokeke na ya de ye juma but yen didi na eno say can say ye didi ya that's
right. It's Nancy and would make it statement.
Oh yes.
Ahead of the elections.
Yes.
Because Adiaba Kwama notice it say NDC. Nancy Edumedi Ahodoya. Nancy Yamwa Yakoto Abano. Ya Dom Bapa. Bibu Frumu Pemo. No more become no more T-shirt. ɔkyena wan ha saa deɛ ne bɛsi t-shirt no dodoɔ na wɔ hɔ a mobɛma yɛ bi deɛ
yeah go round no this whole time no yeah the t-shirts ama nkrɔfo said the beya embe to say obi na enya shirts na ɔde ate into obi a obisa shirts no ye de bi ma no shirts no de enso ebinom ewo shirts a omo share e bia 4 years ago no ne masa wo de NDC shirts bia wo no wo de shirt na fabra
wow
eno ne hia so wo ba na ye wo shirts no bi wo ho na ye de bi cha eno ye fine
right.
but your poucho yen share colors no na manfo hu say ye wo krum
but what form na nantie no beteki wabra mo nantie waka eno ma bi edu ba bia but form be in beteki.
Oh, the usual. Yeah, dear. Why wouldn't him say dear? And you giddy, and one says say about who say about in our numbers. What you Kolumashi groups, brass bands, everything. Now at the end of the day, be a year call round. No, a bit more why yen to me more enshia because it was during the week and I be say a weekend. No, they no air about no a binum AP if you more dime. Yes, and I no more enyan komobo. Just as we're moving along, but otherwise, no, it's everybody's welcome to join.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Ebinuma MPP for constituency. I'm saying I'm joining because
my culture.
Oh yes, wow. Oh yes. Well, at the end of the day, no. Yeah, Ghana for
Napokra Kayezu. Napokra Yezu. Ebisi wa de twetwe mu. Ebisi no. Ono awajatum say Yezu.
Prophecy.
Before bachelor.
Oh my goodness. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. But I'm at the end of the day, I'm excited about this election.
Yeah.
Look, Yabre. I think it's time for us to do better for the people of Ghana.
Yeah.
But Memo Mestre say, let's try and make this a peaceful process. Because what's happening in Boku right now, there are some areas because of the air community obi antimi campaign
yeah
medium empire bonne say 7 December no wo mo betimi epie abeto aba because when there's a feeling of insecurity people don't come out of their homes na ye pese obia betumi ato aba se opese oto aba o se otimi pie abeto aba because it is your right. It is your right to be able to vote in a free and safe environment.
Yes.
Into minimum day, we have 28 days to go.
Yeah.
Mestre say, one of my airshare, overseeing the security and the peace in that area. No, 1 more year moho. Na make sure say one of my wahono don't become disenfranchised as a result of remote causes may not be necessarily their fault.
Afe simeya akeya yede enkomo ne ba na wie no. Eni amanfo e wo ko le krote nkasa. Men kra no committee ken komo ye bedi ni nyina won kra mu. Maka che das won so mo me da bia o se me bo ni so. Etiani wo manfo nkasa. Na che mo ne enti mo mrachna.
Yo, but also unim say enclote colino and crying any casaba kwa ye can, but you can't send to some areas. No.
Oh wow.
And to say you call round a bit no more when you can cry now. One say oh inu. Just in the casa now I can no. Not just on te the all cano. Inti yet na your church mu e was sante kasamu. But inti mefremu because nya obia e work lote kole and a yen crying sebe. Na say good governance. We have to remember to bring everybody on board. Inti I am the say wama kwan say men can cry. I'm say you inti my men can cry no perko.
Yeah.
The men can no.
Obisi agbe fon so ha Diana wakai.
You see, no, the whole of Ghana is in this constituency.
Yeah.
From everywhere. What lay be oba Jane walk shishin 5 junction. Ni wo yakpe ye kasapa car park Germany wo ba fe wo launch e wo oba akpa fire keshi mo fiemo ni a town ni a join wo e wo t-shirt KGO t-shirt po ke NDC t-shirt e wo t-shirt alo efa eduku ni eba ni woba ni woba nye yes ni woba nye ni wo fe wo victory walk here because wole akeshi nye ni mogbe woba yenkunim ni wonta no mo fe mo ala akeshi anokwale wo yenkunim mo yes
wo yenkunim
yes ye di nkunim
I like that
she esani mo fe mo aka ya akeshi be ani woba fon shiki 7 December esani mo fe mo ajipo Kata shani okay akeshi mabani ma phone shiki later because wole beni QZ ba fe wo isani mo fe mo ajikwe mra so koni wo you dasi akeshi anokwale 7 December wo me ahu agbene ba wo wonta no phone shiki no chake me
wow
wo ke mo fe mo ajikwe ni oteje me anokwale isani okay o voter ID card aba shimon keji o voter ID bejeme isane okay otam print ameni machine no niji biometric machine once ni of registration amehe o voter mini thumb print ye jemeke o fingerprint e wo even without card obanye ni ofo shiki wa ka shegbe yes e wo ke ole akeshi o card elaji ni obe time ni obuke ba renew o card whereby o registration center the most important thing eji akeshi ole any polling center yo
okay
yes kuni obanye new for shiki because sole mofia moke a polling center ni ke obajeme ni aje o details en habo ni ona akeshi jeme yo ake voting ballot paper ba habo ni boni introse first time voters on the screen biane no akeshi ke oba phone shiki is a new file ojoba ke o file na kan ke ole akeshi no fe no ba ya no hwehwehwe kuni at the end of the election ke aba kan vote is ani mo fe mo aba ni wokwe no ni ya no ke ona akeshi no kun ya no ni ehie is ani o fe report very early kame no ke akeshi oba fe report the following day ke ona akeshi no kun ya no ni ehie fe mo report ni what deal with na kan sani very early was morning at the end of the day oba ke wa akeshi ona no koshi you were not able to say it one town mo femo oba na akeshi NDC were polling agents I'm a tags e we ke ona no ko ba nyo raise the attention of for agents koni what deal with whatever the issue is to make sure akeshi ne can election ba ya no hwehwehwe was small ni gidgida abajeme but at the same time we don't want any cheating wo ba gbele wo hingmemi woji NDC ni will make sure akeshi will protect your ballot wo nye jepo nyeba fo shiki hawo ke o fo shiki presidential ke hama ke me hu no o fo shiki ohame
that's right
no
fantastic oh you are don what's my work how many show credit
me amitimu sir
thank you very much
thank you
and komono ebesi honorable Dr. Zanet Twachman Rollins eto oche nyame yadoma ye nyina ye ba abeka ho na ya nante adi nkunimdie eba na ya sanso ni amafo adi nkomo
no
mo fire
you nyame shrawa
so ye da se pa ye ne the honorable member of parliament ma de che wo ye koliklote ene di nkomo no pay the honorable Zaneto Ajiman Rollins fanyum we fam ho wodi fam no na BOT nso ye ready part 2 of DwaboAse omana tenase ye de besisi ye Ghana say dollar to cedi and 17 cedis. Mama was 4 cedis. Well, look at that. From 4 cedis, Yabedu 17 cedis. Now, what the baby asked the general say, what the bar 17 cedis, no, one moment, yeah. How's that possible? If you do criminal, your baba bob on a number, na fei, Yanina Cassa or Tetefone, so, and Sana Bernardo Dro Techuatan and Cat. BOT, the analysis no could be by American elections now, a course one. A Susan Swa, a my Ghana Swa. Sanko Fana America for ye, you know. Bibia Chasa Ghana Bayabiana. And BOT one Casaqua. Said there was your pro Ghana Fanana was Sabriaka 28 days. It's not easy. So, while Kasa, he's speaking from a very informed position. And apart from that, will be or you're being for, or you're being for, and Gaza bay for me say, what you're being for. What you're being for, why chartered economist, member of the NDC, Kaneno MPP were Jai, what about NDC? Was a month from MPP? Why? After your month, Omo Berman and say I read your motor. Obunim. Eti do adi nkudimo ye ba kwa homa no so na ye ne no adi nkomo wa wonya wa ukra number no me number no mo se ne ma me na me mosisi e na so de yakọ no so akrado e wa homa no so ayen kọ no nkyɛn na ye ne nkomo wa ba homa no so ana na yenya ne ntem na ye ne BOT eni nkomo BOT ma acha kwa ba
ye mo mi na kwa me
bibi abokọ de
kwa me ho e bre na ma bre
meti ase 24-hour economy
obi abedi
e change se we de atu se obo apropa but on your corner our man so na onye ready okay good BOT wa ba no ye wura nkomo ni tentem
Kwame Minkah mention leadership of your party.
Yes.
Na minda minu aba na osoro sesi amenda na se.
Dr. Zaneto Ajima
Precisely. I mean, she has lived a dream of the father.
Power
and
the fair.
Of a very humble demeanor and learned one. Enti nyamen kana ho. And I pray say she will live beyond the aspiration of the father. Na emma papa dreams for Ghana no enra. So I will share the very best. In fact, NDC slogan be mission free no ho.
Okay.
Mun say ka oye mizu oye meza. Okay. Ono ka oye mizuzu zaza. Aha. Ono ka no oye mizuzu zaza.
Oye mizuzu zaza.
Oye mezaza zuzu.
Wow.
I learned it from her. That shows that truly she
Power,
comes from the owner of the party's home.
Wow.
Nti dog baby nyame person do ko bia wish you the best of luck.
Fantastic.
Na ma chia and Flabra and national chairman so running mate. Na obi oye campaign boa party in any diverse way. I do a communal labor.
That's right.
Kwame campaign we na ye no. I had to say Donald Trump campaign.
Yeah.
Opinion pool be brand favor Trump.
Me ba ho sisi
right.
Ma me nti we mfro na fe. Me on too far kra. Mensa ka power jackpot here. Yeah no. Mr. Abusia for 5,000 no. Abedi no ye wa wukura the number 054 388 ... 054 388 ... When a sabre ya ye ka say one saka 5,000 Ghana cedis wedding queen baby a wobia and me sure say yen saka wa ye nobody come on sana dwumadi no abana wie ba BOT e boya me ate ye si wa America no ne ni sunsu aso wo my Ghana bato no
Kwame for mama issue a disclaimer.
Yeah.
By nature and from 2016 I've always been for Trump. Because 2016 July, me call Mandela Washington Fellowship Program, Obama the Bayern. Now I'm with Virginia Commonwealth University, Richmond to be specific. Okay. Now, in the course of the campaign, me who said there was something special about Trump. Which I said that Trump was going to win in 2016. In fact, many people out of 50 guys are near around now, he had 2 penny support of Trump. Finally, he won. But 2020, I also said he was going to lose, and he lost. After 2020, no. I had in me said Trump was going to win, but some way, somehow, certain research and opinion pool started coming out that said Trump ain't winning. So I was tempted to follow the opinion pool and the data and neglected my intuition. And I've always been Trump, but election 2024, no dear. I think getting to 4 months to the election, no, I was moved by data. And I said the research for no canon, now we lose. Wow. But there's something prophetic about Trump. Because he was bound to come back. but me at a point no me shasia gi dated obi bia wo hwe me Kwame Minkah asem gu na NDC mpanimfo ntie no ye Flaber ntie national chairman ntie Professor Joshua Labi ntie no ye some parliamentary candidates in some often constituencies are not campaigning to win. They are there because they think that when they crown Mahama bo be appointment. Kwame Minkah kwa. Mesnes repeat it. Flaber asma mekan onfo na into phone. Honorable Richard Kwashega in charge of parliamentary campaign. Asma me confirm serious. National chairman and fan serious. Obi bia oye leader of the party some of the orphan constituencies in Ghana, what NDC mono, some of the MPs are not campaigning to win. And it is something for the next 30 days. Yes, because by issue on the Kwame issue, Kwame won't say Obia person to abamandis. Yeah. Alpha barometer the abase. Yeah. There will be 15% skirt and blouse. Yeah. Alpha barometer. I love data. So uko for moi. Na enye se uko did the hotel now could not stage so no run from here. Ghanaians won't change more than 2016. Because young fans say 8 year cycle. The change happened 2016 and it is going to happen 2024. The rate of Ghana for the pay change in 2024 is far more than 2016. Wow. I'm telling you today. I feel because me call 4 constituencies and maybe. And all those 4 constituencies, only MPP Makra Kasa or Mabam Kre Butcher and NDC 4. MPP 4 now. But let me take you to American politics. Yes. There is a reversal situation of Trump victory compared to our victory we are going to have. Opinion polls and favor Trump. Opinion polls never favor Trump. This is 2016 now. Intina bibia chese omuretia akwabi kra was about 15 indicators or the judge the obe weni aba. All those keys name favor Trump. But he kept his focus. Trump won the election on 3 grounds. Economy, LGBTQ+, and a war. What is the economy was he talking about? Look, also inflation cost. Your debt level cost. Papa we buy the new mamu. Only Kamala Harris ne bu mine. Economy is determine bibia. And this almost say economy now. Why do you hand over an economy again to be another part of the sinking ship? 2 LGBTQ+. Otankwedo in America. Trump will say, trumo non so. Transgender on so. Or say now dream money by biblically ni Quranically no. Or buy a bema. Simple. That is Trump. And that is a conservative ideology. Yeah. The Nyamia Bonnier. And Tiama Christopher Ewa America, whether black, Hispanic, Latino, wherever, pure white, look, winning the Nyanko Pompeno. And you can say so when near bar. Near Sweni inner within 1 week or the Obeshemra, I cancel every LGBTQ+ nonsense. Sorry for my word, that's the way he used. He saw it to be, excuse my word, nonsense. And Tiama Christopher Muslim for near GD phones there be. Papa Trump here you see or egoistic or whatever it is, the man has something for God. And Tia Christopher, ye the ensabegu swab bompire man. They toss me inside a war. Trump will say he doesn't see the economic sense in Saudi Kabeko, Ukraine, Gaza trade, meditate. Akokontokwa. Now America won't mean your bread and butter. Sana tia di ameme ba me nko war. Sikana de beto amoka any guns any atuno me de be America great again. And so historically Republicans fan a type war. Good, but Trump is anti-war. Wow. So Republicans though may be for war, but Trump persona as a person, every businessman doesn't like Dede. He's a businessman, and every businessman be as a war bar. What's your bronsa ye beshi business. Yeah. So every businessman thinks of sustainability than distraction. And the Trump can say, I will not tolerate war. And the economy, LGBTQ+ war, and the Trump will buy. Now, opinion pool be a barbon tino. They say Trump. bukuna nhwe ne se obetuma wene so we yan this ni na wutie mi a ha na was ye share sapomu nso for the last 30 days aka no because so oflepo narrative na Trump your former president and Obama back opinion pool and favor no he defied the odds and won convinced decisively victory in fact it was an emphatic victory over electoral college now or we need good
and a popular vote so
we are no we need 8 or which 8 say ya which one say 8 who see it as 8 and I 8 Trump win was like number 8
wow
we are who share enye now let me come back to Ghana about to a year between we have to narrow it down to 3 things. The economy. And when to me country me say digital economy is the overall economy. It's an aspect of the economy. You can't fail the entire economy. And when you have failed, you do cherry picking. It won't wash. Digital economy and yet the economy as a whole. A subset of the universal asset. Kwame Minkah said there, nipa body system no. Now say who do teaching with 9. How can you love your head and not love your feet and your entire body? Economy ne ye union. Digitalization is subset of the economy. And it's also your digitalization. Not transport unkoye, agriculture unkoye, education unkoye, aviation unkoye, fishery unkoye, aquaculture unkoye. What is the value of the digital economy? It's meaningless. 2, LGBTQ+. Let me tell you something the MPP is going to do. One said Trump was anti-LGBTQ+. Say speaker a transition bill no back to a Akufo-Addo be sign quick. Because Kamala Harris and Biden were not for it. Say since we have 2 about your mom nam kwansu kofi. Enti me sham kombi o show we so. Say Nyankopon ya adom na LGBTQ+ bill no. Speaker of Parliament signed the cover to His Excellency Akufo-Addo. Obe sign quick because Trump no nam kwansu ba no na ni je bill ne ho. Okay, enti ye NDC. Trumu asem no, elisi ye jai kan. I was here reignited that debate.
Yeah, LGBTQ.
Yes.
Plus, you know.
Trumu kan LGBTQ me ma me abro wan ntiase.
Asabre speaker, ayese wasan de embransu su ye ne san koma president.
I was say here reignited that debate. Because Trump a board catch America for say oba ye ba be ma ye be ma. Ye nso me ma me ye nananom say and nama wa meto wo ma me bochi aso ye chiwade. Kwame ye wu ye. Nananom hemfo e ware ma ahema. Na ahema ware nananom hemfo. Dear na asesa 2024 your mampani bi say is bound to happen. Ya the bill a come on on sign it. And ye NDC for the 30 days akai no. Your campaign na ye dey kono. Said your Trump LGBTQ+ no so no. It is time to reignite that debate. And ye misa nananom hemfo say do they accept trumu? If not, a vote against MPP. As simple as ABCD. Because 275 MPs are caught in Parliament unanimously at the bill at home. And I did bill na sumacrata say young fan konkoma mampani no sign.
Was that some d'accord?
Richard the last guy was a whiny paba story ya. Or so no kwa kope constitutional interpretation. Na mi bisaw. Sa Ghana fo nyina bodwahia. How can one person disrespect Ghanaians? Enti nananom asorin panimfo, muslimifo, abosonsonfo, timamufo, civil society fo amutie me no. Yabako se munu tumu ye chiwade.
And a point of information. Speaker of Parliament to say, Sakrata na wade koma mampanyi no. Enye mra nsusu ye.
Enti ade a enya mra no yemfa nkokot nkogye nchiremu. Enti NDC say your campaign no, the economy should be the number 1. The 24-hour economy is a game changer. And omuni ni seso. 2, LGBTQ+ no. Kwame yen reignite debate no. Na yen miso mo say what is your position? Okay, so what say o mane mbemu ambrani ni sign. This is the bill.
Okay, but me abe so mane mbemu.
And this is the sign the bill. Kwame the obofone de ni nem gua paso. So we hunter now you correct hunter. Uko hunting bar, we want to see the game. And it's someone support to Sadia no dia. Sign the bill, assent to the bill, name a law. Third one, a war. Kwame Minkah the war aspect of Ghana, the Boko clashes. It's a miniature of a war.
Wow.
The Boko clashes, no?
Yes, you
a miniature of a war. Share constitutional, there's the Chieftaincy Act. And a Boko for war more history. antecedent there's a historical antecedent omunanka say yomu leader o lead yomu ena obi ti baabi appoint obi say when am a person obey boku leader there is a court order on that person cry a chi no da mampani ko kasa wie ya nche enye release say nipa no ena ye ko install ni wie ya kwam ye kum nipa enti the boku issue is a miniature of a war. How do we profit from it? Don't forget, say, the Boku chieftaincy leadership, no. I had the caveat about say, my MPP phone sees some state constituency mayor campaign. How do we take advantage of it? And he said, Donald Trump, it me you sue war. Hey, gonna a certain debater. Kwame Minkah said the northern people of Ghana say, which government would they prefer? Would they prefer a certain government under them no yenku ya na kusasi for no man push for to muti, or they will prefer the next NDC government a peace beba until you see what America no and Mahama says precisely until election 30 days no Kwame if I'm a strategist for the campaign it is threatens economy LGBTQ plus the Boko it's a miniature of a war because right now no so TV so yeah car free baby ba no magina car no say discover say we we near na twauti na ye shika what is more than this it is so be some say me father American Trump victory related to ye die ya ye metimi aka no say eniema miense lead Trump victory no it is staring us in the face it's staring us.
What about the Obeka say Trump a party no
right
osono na na sense there
right
Ghana ha no former president John Mahama
right
and your osono na sense right in fact me who MPP for say wo mo so ye campaign mo just say Trump winning osono na ye mo sense there na just osono no ebetima di nkunim e wo afi abato yi mo obi obeyes argument there na baka che no
you see Kwame when I hear people make that argument I laugh. Let's come to election 2020 who won who lost. The Democrat won 2020. The MPP lost. So if you are to go by that analogy, it does not click in all instances. But let me take you back to something. Late President Rawlings Kansembi or say, I am not professor of economics, but when I'm hungry, I know. Late Rawlings Nekayo, Nebane better than a few minutes ago. Yeah. Or say, me Rawlings, me professor of economics. But say, come to me on an empty stomach, sir. I don't need to be a professor in economics to know. Come to me a minimum. Come to me a minimum. Masa, come to Ghana for a nye what you say? The Oteta Krade Metra. His Excellency Kufuado nye kwan wakosi statue amane ho no. E de bufushi wa kota krade. Mi fi ho na ebe yi. Se woni timamufu Otakrade Metro kasa. It's an insult to them. Wa anya takrade yi, onye kwan unye nsuo unye nkania umma mabna djuma 30 days to time awu be fra mamuo mu no wakosi statue se okwa yemfa nkae o na jitu man kura wadi ni amane de oh hwe mamenka asem bi na NDC man floating voters mfa nkae o madwen mu abri bia na MPP be ko opposition omo awodo omo ho abri bia historically ko check Ibuzia 1969 Audio be a political history of Ghana no. Mina nanu mo amanyina mo. Abibia MPP bi beto o mama o man magu ase no. They award themselves. Ko check Ibuzia what he did 1969 and even 72. Audio me ba 2007. Ko for Ibuzia. Dia na ma Ibuzia sa coup d'etat no mo tu ni free so ya no. Obi anko check audio ko read political history. Mama former 208. Ko for sha se man no award. Hotel di wawa. Kwame no mo for so e ba be di ne ba ho. And MPP be co-opposition, no, they start awarding themselves. Here me fita crowd ne buy. Abra me who start a fear secondary area. And I'm say MPP Adanabutu. Wow. Adanabutu. History is repeating itself. Here Kofu award no order of star of voter, order of one, order of Jack. And then Yankopon se. And as Sabrina Kofu ne braso. Thank you. The same political party. The same vehicle MPP 2024 His Excellency Kufuado susu wonye bibia ma takra de mindful obraso a wonanti tinebro no a ukono wakwa kosi state you amane ho se afia nkwanta hospital na anyo ne si ye on renovate ye no ono de state we so obi anhwe no NDC mamumenya kokodro me makase wo hono yen strategy for election 2024 ma me more election director for the NDC abaso ba bia Dr. Manebo Amane Alhaji Tanko
start to know screen so
aha into do afia nkwanta no nie na minua panyin cake regional communication officer osi nyame ya do na ye ba ban mu obekọ akodemra he will go for a law na sa law no bema ye betu ade we yase na ye de chebi
ebi kra de yoko de na kan ho
Kwame we attended ma takra de man we attended to the highest level me se me free ho na ebe onye kwan onye nsuo onye nkania oma mabu na djuma na okoye we ya enye opposition na oko Kwame hwe Marcus Cicero can say you say politics is contest of ideas but largely it's a referendum of people's performance. Politics is contest of ideas
but largely
referendum on people's performance. And here they are 8 years for the 5 metro in Takrade, Kwesimintim, Esikado, Efia, secondary. One year, when develop whole year, 30 days to when you are hesitant. So I told what was his statue? And you insult. The only thing I bet myself MPP in so co-position. Now, all can be about parliament. Mamma can end this in many antiasi. Abu be war pre. Afenyo Markin is an egoistically arrogant leader. Egoistically arrogant leader. Kwame fie nyansa, chimbuku nyansa. Abra na Dr. Zinato Okasan.
Yeah.
Okasem yo see, enya adibia ne babontin. Yahu Oseche means someone to leadership. We saw how they were using emotional intelligence to lead the house.
To build consensus.
But why are 1,000? Kakrabia, then you have been flippant, true, vituperative. We don't need that. Now let me tell you, he will sink MPP beyond repairs. Afenyo Maken will sink MPP beyond repairs.
Wow.
Now come in and say futu. Baby or the MPP called me bomb pies and moon.
Na futu for ni shed your ye.
They are watching. Come on in Pabo Bakuma Afenyo Maken. On Kosonia the Oyen. When the gods want to strike you dead, they make you mad. The Oye, Yahuni leadership be brave. Majority leaders Yahubi. But he's the worst of all so-called leaders in parliament. He's only majority leader view. He's the worst of all. Our ego, our arrogance, on temperament management, on consensus building. Kwame, I presiding members of Western East Assembly. Oko assembly biana, you will build consensus. And your media talk, and your vituperative, and your mouth slanging, and your insinuation, and your talk back at people. It's about how Kwame you reorganize people to build consensus. Here, Parliament, nyam krani go. But nyame na aya wadom ne say MPP nyina be dikan.
Yeah.
Share the posture of Haruna who transitioned it to Atoforsen.
That's right.
You see moderation, consensus building, peacemaking. But so far,
even Atoka say, or far phone free.
And some me for.
But so obi
central region. And nuna me catch NDC must say. They me di twa na ma sori ne say. Ye hia vim. Vigilance in militancy.
Vim.
Vigilance in militancy. Because Donald Trump who say opinion pool ni data in favor no. Into the MAGA group no any Elon Musk no they deploy Vim. Obekaya election 2020 no they stole him. MIN ya. And Okachi no say it will not be repeated. Election 2024 no election bia from atwamaye. So atwamaye. Asofu di maye. Nkramofu di maye. Na de ya ne se na pobekwa akogina srim na waka che wiase fa na nyina se wo ye MPP ni ye Ghana ni na to abama NDC a haram on another day no Kwame will come to that subject matter.
That's right.
But they make twa to NDC ni bia motivate on say we need operation Vim, vigilance in militancy.
BOT Bernard do techime dance no pay ene bo abebo ankomo na busua ani ade nkomo ni nyina be si ni ye mensaka no ni anensaka ye wa ukra the number 054388 what else 5,000 Ghana cedis. You can only get it here. XYZ Broadcasting, Power FM, TV XYZ. You made SC. DwaboAse near the Bremo. Nyami Yaduma. Yabese Shabranzana no. Yeah. Diane Saka in a Wahomano, so Yanen Casa. Minsaka.
Mensaka.
When you jet, I don't pay. Hey, 5,000.
Hi.
Beauty, the way beauty and your German, that's on Grana. When you see, can everyone say?
They say, hey, when you're Jerome.
But Bodie, and you're Jumanaya.
Maybe I say a friend of comfort, me chip of fruit.
What's your buffalo? Wow.
I
brought for a friend of buffalo. What's your buffalo? Wow. 85,000 yeah. Was that kind? What about that, Jimmy?
Eh, me say Sunday, what for you? The baby Akobo. I'm the apple face, some others you want to make use.
Mammy, many sound, obey you say, I go for you.
9,000.
Then Kayano, what they are show business mo?
Never tiny.
Name Quadane.
Munso.
Now, who could I?
The money kakra.
Obama Gruba say.
Hey, I never kasa.
That's a man I catch a gun of you now. Said when you see wow.
When you get me, that one, and I can't say. Me catch a gun of for so when you know, Mohana didn't hear rope.
Wow. And then we can fantastic. And then we can eat the end of
Hey, when you're Jerome.
Misaka. Oh, I love this. And Empire Name bonus will be a 1 year be denya and pam pie and up them. Mammy, I watch you both fluffy. Or no, and Insaka no 5,000. Or the people for the Enkayano or the Senate Jumam. Midiane Kwame Minkah. Ajumani power near what best see and a beauty to say.
Kwame, Unim said, my Jumayamuna, my last stop me the Come constituency. Tinyamia my 16 to 24th, me cause Sunyana West.
Okay.
And Sunyana West for Nina Monia crowd.
Now,
I'm coming there.
Matiase, Medase. Beauty and Casino. Yeah, but Ajumani department morning, Eba, you bye bye.